We are live on Mr. Tristan Kennedy, Unadulterated, and we are going to be doing a live podcast with my family. So stay tuned. Check out the Online House Party on Twitch. The Online House Party on Twitch.
She talking about like you guys probably just did breathe.
I did say that.
Did I go there? You wanna put it on the speaker?
It's a-
Yeah, she's trying to move out. Yeah, she is. She's definitely trying to move out.
Well, she's like 22, 23.
22. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow, yeah. That's crazy. Well, it's just like
No?
he's like on
Don't even worry about mine. Don't even worry about mine.
Oh, I just mean like for his like privacy. His stuff that he was.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, no, like
Started it and started later. When you guys ready?
no, we're like go back and we usually just like Sorry, I have to be on my side.
No, I'm.
Yeah, and then she just fixed it. Unless you prefer your own spot, your own chair, wooden chair.
So yeah, so
Wooden
this is
chair.
we're not doing this into a Christian podcast, just so you guys know. Alright, everybody?
Oh my
Alright, thank you.
goodness.
Why don't you never
Like,
take
I
your
want to talk about
This
my
is not a
hose.
Christian podcast.
I want to talk about my hose.
I will take my ball and go
Oh
home.
my goodness. No, break it.
No, it's just, it needs to go in more because this is out very far.
Making sure. Get it across. I will take my ball and go home.
Alright.
Yeah, man. Yeah, front lines.
So you guys take a good look at this screen. I know that's not what I
Choose that.
have to look at that camera lens.
No, I always look at the screen to see what everybody's thinking.
I noticed that when I'm watching you guys. It's interesting.
I either look at myself or I look at everybody when we're talking, or I try to like.
It's so weird. We actually do all have very similar skin tones.
Yeah.
And then there's screen.
I used to be like me and Kareem back there, so you guys are the outdoor.
But that's what I'm saying. You think that, but
No, that's what
clearly
you
us
guys
all
used to.
along.
Remember, you guys used to say that I was Blackie? Blackie? And black is so beautiful.
I never once said that you were Blackie. I'm just like very classy.
You guys don't know.
Very similar in colors.
Here
But yeah, like some models.
with
Some
me.
no,
And I put the link into the description section. Sometimes it's so much on the planet. You notice it?
Because you have yours there and not over there. Fair enough. I'm not gonna keep leaning on the shadow. You guys seem to be totally comfortable with yours there.
What's your name? I don't want to tell you.
Becoming more basic for me, but I'm learning so just gravity sharing what takes care of you at certain times. Stuff done. I just understanding processes better.
So, yeah, it was very nice. Had a day off. We're gonna stay out there off. In the morning, working out. She didn't know until like midday that I was planning to do this because it was still conversation. And yeah, we had a nice exploration. They had some fun shit and some buffaloes and some rabbits and some salad, and it was very, very tasty. So,
For the shadow.
yeah,
Very nice. Nigga, you really put this picture of my I look like the fucking Grinch.
You look like Mrs. Swag. That's like, I don't give a L.
I am obviously giving an F. I'm not giving an F.
Take it down.
Front line! Wow! Wow! No way! Ba 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 ba! Wow! Wow! Front lines! Okay!
Mr. Frontline, sir. Hello. Their brother, their younger brother. Their younger brother, Mr. Tristan.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Yes, how you doing?
Alright.
Good? Yeah, I hear that. Me and you both. But it's nice to see your smile. Wow! I haven't seen it since last week. It's nice to see it. Yeah. Gonna mic you up?
I told her, I think I said it before, we're here. I said, possibly if I come back for a second episode, then maybe.
I just see that they're not dealing.
Well, you don't have to know, and I'll pay for it.
Well, I told them to intend to run it for later.
You can do it again.
I have no more tickets left.
Right.
I'm gonna call them for
You don't like Lego too?
No.
You go to the national
No. I was saying, I want to get a haircut if I was going to do anything, so I wouldn't mind myself.
What?
Those are to the kind of see also. I was here when it
Or if he would be up for like doing something like that in the future.
That's a good thing too. That's good too. Yeah.
Because I'm not planning to put it in fashion. I'm not going to. The person that I routine normally go to, it's just the combination of time.
We're half time today. Frontline, you free?
That takes like 20,000 years.
You wanna do a lineup with a haircut? No, I'm not paying for it. I mean, if you're free, like time, space, like are you taking people right now? Oh, you're close? Oh, you're close. Okay.
But on a future one,
Okay, I was like, maybe you could just fix up my, get some promo. Look at Frontline's work.
what I was saying is possibly on a future live, if they invite me back, would you be open to possibly cutting it behind while they do the, like, because it gives you time to like know that in advance.
I'm already
Advanced knowledge for haircut. Barbers right walking. He was gonna do it right now, Frontline. He was ready to do it right now. Father, son, Tuesday. Right. It's a Tuesday.
Yeah, but this is after hours.
Eyebrows really look like
What
when
time is
people
your
look at
hours of
us.
operation?
Oh my goodness.
From 10 to 8.
Oh, it's closed now. Darn it. Lock the doors, guys.
At least the sun's still up. That's a good thing.
Well, when you leave, it's not going to be.
I'm just happy, you know, like, it's getting warmer and staying out later.
Right.
Coming on earlier,
No, like the night.
still, temperature rising.
Slowly, but surely. Yeah,
How was your day?
it was good.
Yeah.
It was, if I had a day off, then it would have been better, but it was good. It's pretty noisy on the bus today.
You have to turn around and say, shut your mouth!
I wanted to, but then I didn't get the chance to.
So, what do you get to replace instead of saying that?
Can you shut your mouth? They usually say to one of
Did the one kid try to run off the bus today?
no, he's one of my brothers. He has a special bus, and he actually hurt himself coming up.
I'm already my boy, but it's like
I don't know if you were on yet. Last week, I was explaining it. He's in a plexiglass.
I hated it at first, but now I got used to it.
And he's the only one riding in the bus.
Literally got 3 years now. 4 now.
He's the only one riding in the bus, and like he has like restraints on
This one?
him.
I think it's
And his mom reached out to me through Facebook, and she was just like, "Oh, I missed your smile, I missed your beauty, and all this stuff, and your positive vibes."
It's scratching as well.
And this new bus driver isn't as friendly as you were. Dino has escaped this bus and has hurt himself.
This is what I had to get used to
He's
when
kind of like stressing because he was after she dropped him off.
So we couldn't get the big one with the weight.
So it's stressful that with that, and then her husband's in the hospital, which is doing open heart surgery. Yeah, so it's just he's just waiting for her surgery date. So that, and she has 2 other kids that are twins. Yeah, so that's been stressful.
I'm not sure that the thing that they're on the cruise
But she reached
because of all the bullshit. She's on the cruise with the
but I know
transfer
that
from regional station.
I would be stressed when I see him taking his harness off, his restraints off. Literally, as soon as I see him start like wiggling, getting up like that, I know he's out of his
Now,
cage.
is it like a psychological thing? Like he feels restrained? Like
Again, we say,
He's your height, and he's probably a lot skinnier than you, and he's in high school, and he's in a straitjacket on the bus, like this. So, and he's the only one on the bus. That was previously, like the first week with me and him. It was just me and him and Maya, and like he would get out of his restraints in like less than 7 minutes, and then he would run out the exit door, the emergency door. So I couldn't follow him because I have Maya there. So I'm like, you know what? We'll find him whenever he stops. But he would run all the way to the school. Yeah, and he would run in the middle of the road like.
what school where you picking him?
I pick him up at Leslie and York Mills. Leslie and York Mills, and I go all the way to Brave Walk. You know where Brave Walk is? Yeah, all the way there. So it's pretty far distance, like a 20-minute drive. North Street? No, it's not. I don't deal with that side of town. Because I'm not close to it. It's usually in your district where you live. There's this kid named Jeremiah. His mom usually doesn't like it. His mom usually doesn't get him ready on the bus like at 7:30, and like 7:45 he's out of the house, and I'm never on. So today she was outside just waiting, and I'm like, yeah, yeah. So he's a very problematic child. He has behavioral issues, so he just wants to talk. He just wants to talk constantly, and that's fair for him. But then he doesn't remember that there's other people that has a voice and wants to talk as well. So when somebody else wants to talk, he's like, I'm talking! I'm like, okay, I mean, that's how I feel. Like,
have underlying, not behavioral, but it's Are you
Psychological.
Are you gonna be happy when Apple makes that new update where it doesn't answer anymore?
Without
And
reason.
there's the unknown calls, you can set it so that it will automatically go to your internal assistant on your phone. That will take all that information. Then you say, you want to take it
I
or
want
not?
to speak now. It's literally like he doesn't
You might like that.
understand the social boundaries of like waiting for your turn, but also like maybe asking at a tone that's not screaming at someone, right? That's just how it's trained, and a lot of people operate like that.
Well, maybe he was already triggered by your approach or your question. Maybe that's that. Well, I don't know how your roommate
I don't care about him. He's a grown man. He's not.
but he's the student that I'm talking about. He's 8, and that's his label right now. Like they all have their own labels. Well, like every child, one's like partially nonverbal, next one's nonverbal, the other one says allergies, like he's allergic to tree nuts and stuff.
They got him on that bus? Yes.
Well, like you can't eat on the bus, you're not supposed to be eating, but it's an hour plus drive for some kids. So I'm like, if you need to leave, do it quietly or do it in your own like little corner.
Peanuts out and make sure to share it with the rest of the
No, it's a peanut-free school for all of them, so they can't bring anything peanut-related. Pistachios? I could have, but the kids can have. I have macadamia cookies at home. But yeah, other than that, it's been pretty chill. But my nights or my evening shift now are a lot longer than my morning shift, which I don't like. Because I want to get home as soon as I want to get home. They have 4 students in the evening time, and they have 3 students in the morning time. So I'm like, damn it. They're all over the place now. Ugh.
That's the life.
Yeah, well, I'm not gonna want to get that route again next
Wait,
year.
with the same thing in the middle?
Just say I want to drive athletes to and from their games, and that's it.
That's a chaperone.
That's
Or a charter.
all you have to do is just drop them to the game, you sit in the parking lot, wait and chill until the game is done, they get back on the bus and you take them back. No like gallivanting or anything. Not saying you're gallivanting. And if they can do that, I think you'd like that.
Well, that would be like in the big coach buses, which I could drive too.
But even for some high schools, which they have.
Yeah, it goes by senior data. I don't have that yet.
What's the topic for
Once I pass
discussion
the
tonight?
5-year mark,
Marie?
then I'd be able to have that.
What's the topic for discussion tonight?
So we're going to talk about the weekend. Obviously, we have to talk about those things. We're going to talk about child development and playfulness. We're also going to be talking about fingers crossed.
Well, that's finger stress.
Sorry?
We said finger stress.
Fingers stressed?
I don't know, fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. No. But maybe fingers stressed too. There could be
fingers
stressed.
Let me find
I don't know who's fingers stressing it on.
Hey, I don't know. I thought that's what you said. I don't know.
We can talk about finger stress too. Yeah, that's a good idea, Frontline.
And how to avoid cramping
And how to avoid cramping is you switch fingers, is there a motion?
under crucial pressure.
What is going on?
No, I think fingers crossed, but
You can have
yeah,
your
we
fingers
can talk
crossed.
about that too.
What was the fingers crossed topic?
That's a great question. I said fingers crossed, and he said that I can't remember what the topic
I thought it
was.
was a topic that had to do with maybe.
Maybe what?
Maybe we can get to it. That's what I thought.
I know, but I can't remember what.
Let me see if I can find it now, because now I feel like,
Why? Right? Oh my gosh, you guys know what happened to me today?
no, I don't.
I should save it for the podcast. You're right.
That my sister never called me back.
Oh, yes, it is. See how busy my name was?
Look at the love in her
I
eyes.
know.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Don't piss me off.
Oh, Tiva, don't even.
As soon as she clicked over, hello, I was like, oh, I'm still here waiting. Click.
When?
Oh, it's mom's calling on the next line.
I didn't even know you were still on the next line.
If I'm still on the next line for you to click back over, obviously I'm still on the line.
I didn't hear that you were on the next line. Because I thought mom was on FaceTime.
No,
How could you be on the next line?
Don't make me get Uncle Ray.
Mom FaceTime me.
Yeah, but I was still on the next side.
But I didn't know that you just picked up, doesn't it?
No, it didn't.
To be fair, I have been put on hold for both of you guys, and I think you guys might have gotten busy and forgot simply just
1, 2, test, test,
And I
test.
don't think it was intentional.
I'm gonna break your face.
Turn on the volume.
I'm saying this in all
It was
fairness.
not intentional.
Hold on.
You damn liar.
You don't call people liars?
You damn
Yeah, liars.
Not live yet. You guys take a shot?
Was it Jack Daniels?
A shot?
This is not taking nothing.
Actually, now you mentioned shot, I'll talk about Saturday. But oh gosh.
What happened?
We'll talk about it.
Right, we have no
Alright. See, now we're live. Who's tuned in? Anybody tuned in? People in
I was gonna
the chat room? Who out there? Let me see some energies. Let me see some responses. Hello. Let me know if you can hear me clearly. Alright, team, the stream is now up and running. This is your Tuesday online house party. Keep forgetting. Yo.
Keep forgetting.
No, it's not that I forget. As soon
Keep
as I
saying
get.
you forget.
No.
Say it.
Island Breeze,
As
1
soon as
and
I
2
go on
and
the
2, 3.
microphone, first of all, you're right here with you. As soon as I go on the microphone and start talking, immediately the radio comes back. So I'm like, 89.5 Island Breeze. No,
Yeah.
we don't work there no.
Right, you work here.
I don't work
Don't
there.
make me get
I don't work there. It's
I
called
will get
volunteering.
blessed you, true
Why
word.
is your
See?
microphone broken, girl?
Hello, can you hear me?
He said true word. Yeah,
Disconnect.
yeah.
Yeah, don't blow it.
It's like a game cartridge.
Is that one on a switch?
Yeah.
Flip it.
Hello?
Flip it again.
Hello? Hello?
Okay, that sounds better.
Hello?
Hold on, but it's still not loud enough.
Guys, I know you guys can see this beautiful scenery here, yeah? Wow.
Front
What a
line
pretty
here.
bunch, huh?
Front line here.
Wow. We got everybody in here. Big smile watching my guest today.
Big up yourself. Ba, 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 ba.
Wow.
Diva.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, but I need you to do that thing where you put it in the stand and leave it in the stand.
Ba, 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 ba. Like I can't hold it?
No.
She loves play
Because
with
your
the
hand, you just, yeah.
She loves play with the thing.
Yeah, no, stop.
She loves play all day. Play.
And all I hear on the microphone is. Jeez.
Oh gosh, I'm really fucking so crazy. We just talk about anything.
So let you go.
Right?
That's how it works.
You just gotta speak your truth.
Right.
But it's your girl Chocolate Coco back again on a Tuesday. So grateful to be here with you guys. It is Tuesday and yeah, so we're gonna pass it over. I'm gonna wait for the introduction because we have somebody ready. You can feel the vibration in the guys. Sorry, you can feel it's the energy. You can feel it. He's excited, and I'm excited to have him here. But we gotta introduce who else we got over here.
It's the girl Sativa. The name is Sativa. And introduction's going to come for this wonderful, handsome, intellectual, shut your lip boy. Because
I don't know which one you're waiting for because every time we do it, I'm like, what did you do wrong? It's like you're about to apologize for something. So.
I wasn't.
Okay, go ahead.
It was an introduction that
To him, right?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Do your thing.
And I was introducing myself as a handsome. No, I could be handsome too. Don't play my yin and my yang, bitch.
I'm shutting my face.
It's funny you
I'm
start
shutting my
saying
face. So
that
go ahead.
because we're beside each other.
Right. See? But here we are in the flesh. The girls, Sativa, if you guys are just tuning in, listening, and those on YouTube over there. I'm going to introduce to my left, but probably to your right, guys.
And to my right and your left.
Exactly. This is my wonderful, wonderful intellectual brother here that is very, very talented in all aspects of life. I'm so grateful for him to be here on this podcast. He had like a whole script written out for all of us to do, so I'm so grateful for his preparation for this whole entire thing. So thank you so much, and I will shut my mouth and let you talk, boy. And he is.
So you guys can hear me?
Yes.
All right, cool. So
Yeah.
thank you. Great words. Appreciate
No, I
it.
can't hear you.
No?
Okay, make a small loop of the cord in your hand. Yeah. No, but in the same hand you're talking with, so that it doesn't move around that much. Good. Try now.
Talk.
Hello?
Yeah, better.
All right, so thank you so much. I appreciate the kind words. I am very grateful. My name is Tristan Kennedy. I am under Adulterated, that is under UNDR, adults, RTD on Instagram and other social media. Also, we're doing YouTube, so got our YouTube live as well. So I appreciate you guys having me. I am very blessed to be here, and yeah, it's rock and roll.
Yeah, rock and roll, but we can't forget the biggest DJ.
Frontline's already falling asleep because the music stopped.
I know. He already had that fire stuff. Where you're listening. Anyway, we need to get back to introducing the biggest, baddest DJ.
Alright, it's it. I'm Bass. I don't know what I'm talking about. DJ Bass, you guys know me. I've been here forever. Yeah, so, yeah, the tech. What's going on, guys?
Yeah, so nice.
And we got Frontlines in the corner here.
Right here.
Kind of hidden, but
Yeah, he's hiding behind the sign that
No,
says
I-
The what?
Father Son Tuesdays.
There
There
it
it
is.
is.
There
The
it
father, he's the one that's Father Son Tuesdays that he's gonna.
But you have to
Your-
book before 8
your
o'clock,
kids,
guys. So
no?
please, what are the hours of operation, Frontline?
You can't book after 8 anyhow.
you can't book after it.
You cannot contact him. His phone turns
Unless
off.
it's at 50 and up, right? No? Oh.
That's it. So $100?
Don't confuse the people.
Don't make a mistake.
Confuse the people.
Don't worry, it gets forwarded
There's
to
no-
my
there's no
number,
bribing.
so guys.
It's a long day, bro. It's a
Work-life balance is important.
exactly.
very
You're damn right, son.
Yes.
There you go.
There's the father in you that's coming on. Anyways, the point is, come to Frontline
Right there.
between 10 and 8, right?
Right?
Is that the time?
Correct, is it?
Okay, see, I was right.
10 and 7:55.
Yeah.
So don't come at 8. The doors will be closed.
They might be open, but closed to you.
Wow. Wow.
It's open to Tifa and me and Babe
Oh, right. Right, cool.
on the Tuesday.
Yeah, but close to you on the outside.
Right.
Yeah. But we'll one day get Frontline to stay a little open later for you guys. You know, some people work the the day shift,
Right.
and then they don't finish. Or what if they do the evening shift, Frontline? If they book an appointment, can you do a special exception for them? I like that. He has boundaries and
With
he's
with an exhaustive side.
From 8, how many hours is 8? From 10 to 8?
Well, it's about 10 hours, right?
That's 10 hours.
Right? Am I
6
wrong?
days
Yeah,
a week.
10 hours.
That's
He said 6 days
you're a
a week.
hardworking man.
But he's open on Sundays too.
Right.
So
Right, you better show up on the Sunday, don't come late. And book an appointment because he now has a receptionist that will book all of the appointments for you. So please reach out immediately.
She's making a lot of money, so
Yeah,
make
sure.
sure.
Where you going, Frontline? We need the boss.
But yes, Frontlines is here. Thank you for the introduction of everybody. How was everybody's week?
Right.
Oh my goodness.
This week so far, or last week?
Well, like the one that just
Yeah, so like the whole thing.
Yeah. Tuesday to Tuesday.
I called him sick today, so.
That's what I wanted to do.
Yeah, so
No, yeah. You need one of those
I had a
days.
headache, and I was like, you know what?
I can't do this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even a weather one because it was like kind of overcast today. So you were just like, I genuinely wanted to not be at work.
Right.
That's a good one.
No, I actually had a headache. Legit.
You don't have any headache? You don't
Legit.
have headache any other day and go to work?
Huh? Not like them ones. They're not when the migraines kick. I ain't good.
Right.
You know, you have migraine that make you want to sleep all the time. Yeah, and then you get up and then you fall back asleep. You get up. Yeah, it's one of those.
And the light.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you.
No, I don't know those.
Sensitive to the light.
Yeah, no, that sucks.
I think it's also to do with blood pressure. Frontlines was telling me about certain things. Blood pressure really affects you.
That gives you migraine?
Yeah,
Mine does.
it
I
does.
could see that.
Mine definitely does. 'Cause I used to get them a lot, and then, you know, got tested and it was like started having to take the pills, and then
Yeah.
my migraine stopped, but now
Yeah.
they're starting to come back a little bit.
Yeah.
So
So it's
what causes high blood pressure?
Fat.
Salty foods.
That's what. Me, I'm talking about
pregnancy.
myself.
Actually, there's
Jeez.
called preeclampsia, so it's start after either before or during your pregnancy or after
I
pregnancy.
don't think Kareem's pregnant.
about to
He
say.
definitely had started something.
He started something? What trimester?
He's
Well, stress could cause it too, man.
yeah, that too. Caffeine could
salt.
increase it.
A lot of times it's sodium.
Right,
Majority of the time it's sodium intake.
right,
Overweight puts pressure on the heart,
Yes.
which brings up your blood pressure as well.
right. He was saying overweight people. If you guys didn't hear what he said, because Frontlines is away from the mic.
But yeah, Tris, how was your week? We're getting off topic. How was your week, Tris?
So the week was very, very great. I finally got to get on the water and do some paddle boarding.
Oh,
nice.
Paddle boarding is very, very fun and dear to me, so I was able to do that and bring my partner and her sister-in-law on the water, and we saw deers, we saw beavers, we saw
Beaver, wow.
yeah, like multiple, like one out of water actually.
Oh
So,
wow.
Oh my
massive.
God.
Yeah, we saw a beaver too at Mary's house close by.
Minxes.
Minx too?
Sorry, not like the cat one, like the small rodent minx.
Oh, I thought you meant the long one.
Yeah, that's in the water. We usually swim.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
That's so
Interesting.
scary. Were you not
You should have
scared?
caught him. His fur is worth a lot.
Oh man, you can't do that.
Oh, no?
And just a bunch of birds. No one fell in the water. Denisha
okay,
killed it for her first time. She
Oh,
stood up
nice.
and
Nice.
was very, very impressed.
That's
That's really, really good. Yeah,
Yeah.
core. She has her core.
Yeah.
Set. Yeah.
And I brought some barbecue food out because we got a nice little charcoal grill. So that was
Nice.
super dope. And outside of that, the weekend, which I'm sure we'll get into, is very, very nice.
Mink lashes.
Yeah, very, very nice.
Right.
Wow.
I think Tiva's got mink lashes on right now.
They're not mink, but
Because I was looking at them, I was gonna ask you what kind of lashes are those.
they're extensions.
It's not a strip though. It's the ones you put
No,
in.
it's the individual
Yeah,
ones.
yeah.
Wow, you fancy.
Yeah, you gotta be fancy for your life,
Oh,
taking
good
care of
grief.
self-care and stuff.
This
Yes.
is true. This is
Yeah,
true.
this is
Agree on
very
that.
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
Everybody sees self-care differently.
And how about your week? How was your week?
My week was great. I can't complain. I could complain. You can always find a way to complain. I have a plethora
Mhm.
of things to complain about, but there's no
Right.
reason to complain because we're all together and it's so nice.
Yeah.
And
It actually
yes,
really is.
Yeah,
I've been saying that for
beautiful.
multiple days now.
Right.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Well,
So that's it.
speaking of your week, we all hung out. not with Frontlines, unfortunately.
He was busy.
He was busy that day because it was open. The shop was open,
between
unfortunately.
10 to 8. So
Right.
he was-
We all got to go to Hyde Park, and that was so much fun. And that was my highlight of the week. Bless you. And in the Hyde Park, there's like a petting zoo. I've never actually experienced that in Hyde Park, so I was going through that. It was really, really eventful, and I loved that for my week, to start my week. So this ongoing Tuesday. So thank you guys for having that adventure with us.
It was very, very awesome. I've been to Hyde Park a few times, but more so to one meal and do all that stuff with my friends.
Right.
And I didn't know that they had as extensive and new as a park as they do, like
Right.
the kids.
Yeah,
They
the
have a
water
splash
park,
pad,
yeah, the
They
splash
have a
pad.
huge pool.
Right.
So if you guys are looking for all of that stuff, or like barbecues, birthdays, Hyde Park would be a really fun place.
Yeah.
And then yeah, like the zoo was very, very fun. Coco has like a weird like intrinsic way of communicating with these animals, because like for the most part they were in
All
their little
hiding.
nestled areas.
Right.
And then like the kids would be complaining that they're not there. She just starts speaking out loud, and they like
Hi, you're
gravitate
beautiful.
literally to the fence. It was-
Mike. Oh
it
my
was-
goodness. You, look at
And I'm like, do they know
you.
that she's talking to them, or does she just...
Frontlines could do a barber.
Isn't
There was a yak. There was a yak that had like his winter hair, and it was shedding, and half of his body was hairy, and then the other half was just blotchy.
Well, let's see that.
So.
I don't cut. Sorry.
Of course you don't, but that could be a thing that you do.
Don't piss me off.
Yeah, every one of the animals came out and like, yeah, they all came out and were like really playful with,
I
I
don't
guess,
know.
energy that we were bringing
It's
to
a yak,
the,
guys. This is
to
a
the
yak.
atmosphere. But it was a great Sunday. It was a great Sunday.
It was really, really fun. Actually, I was kind of disgusted because of the smell, but overall, it was like a really good experience.
Yeah.
As
it
soon
was
as this
huge,
guy
like,
came out
it
of
was huge.
his cage,
He obviously he's not wearing pants,
he
obviously.
smelled like oxtail. Like,
What kind of oxtail is
Freaking,
Oh my god.
Oxtail mixing something else.
The girl said oxtail.
Yeah.
Definitely did not smell like oxtail. I would
no,
say
no,
goat.
isn't that an oxtail?
No.
This is
No.
definitely, this is a bison.
No, that's a yak.
This is a bison.
That was the
no?
bison. That was the bison.
This is the bison. You're talking about that's a yak. I wanted a yak. What's this one?
Old world bison or old
Look at
world
that.
No, that's
buffalo?
a sheep.
This is not no
That is
sheep.
not a sheep.
Like who raised you? Let me just get up one more time. You said this is a sheep just because she's embarrassing me.
Oh boy, it's gonna be.
No, the way he looks like me.
Fun
Marie was
ride
telling
for
us
you.
all, like,
It'll be a fun
aren't these the
podcast.
black ones of the bunch?
No, those are the Rasta ones of
Yeah.
the bunch.
I was like, oh
The
my.
Like,
the dread
look at
ones.
this guy. Let me just try and find next one. Look at this, what is it called?
I can't remember what it was called.
His, udders.
His
Look how swollen. It's like
She
testicles.
just actually.
Marie.
I'm pretty sure they.
Sorry.
Well, they probably couldn't hear her. Her mic wasn't close by. But yeah, I think she just gave birth because
Me,
her
right?
udders.
Oh.
No, the
It
actual.
looks swollen.
I think it's cattle. I think it was Western cattle
There's
or
something
something
old,
like that.
old world cattle
Old
or
Western cattle or something like that.
that.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
yeah, they're really, really. See, look, Highland cows,
Yeah.
Well,
Scottish.
Yeah,
Chicken
Scottish.
jelly.
Yeah,
Chicken
correct.
jelly, that's
Yeah.
right.
They're Scottish ones. I
They-
wonder if they have an accent when they move. Me. Don't piss me off. They probably do.
And what else? There was emu,
Oh my gosh, guys, we seen a cardinal bird.
cardinal.
Well,
That
they
was-
were
that
caged.
was like-
That was not
not
caged.
a part of the zoo.
Yeah.
But
He
yeah,
was there.
Coco caught one of those.
I didn't catch
Her
it.
like her eye caught it.
Yeah.
I didn't catch it.
Llama.
Wait, what?
Llama.
There was the
Uh,
llama. Yeah.
Alpacas.
No,
And
there
what's the
wasn't.
one?
Those ones.
Ram. Ram.
Yes.
Yeah, there was rams.
The one with the horns?
But they
No,
all
that
had
was
the
the
horns. You
sheep.
see that
Those
one
were
that
sheep.
shot
Those
it
were
too?
sheep.
Okay, the sheep.
Yeah, those were sheep.
Are you sure it was a sheep?
Yeah, they were
What the
sheep.
heck? You know, we saw animals. Moving on. What do you ask?
We saw
We saw animals.
Yeah,
You know the
There's animals in Hyde Park.
Yes.
Guys, it's
So,
because
guys,
you don't have to pay $400
Yeah,
to
it's
go
true.
to the zoo.
It's free, it's
when
free.
you can go to Hyde Park and it's so pretty in there.
Yeah, it is.
It's free. Yeah.
It only had one stink part instead of the whole thing.
And
what?
they
Yeah, like it wasn't terrible.
I mean, the whole park was the whole zoo was stink, right? Yeah.
Right.
The
Right,
strip
yeah.
wasn't stink the whole time.
Quite a bit, much of it was stink. I'm not gonna lie.
There was only 2 sections where they had the poop.
He was actually on his phone majority of
Right.
the
You
farm
didn't even
part.
see any animals.
What?
Unless he looked
I didn't-
on his phone.
Yeah, I didn't have my youth with me. I don't have a youth, so I don't care.
There
I've
was
seen
2
animals
youths
before.
there.
Right, not mine.
You can put them on your shoulder and
No,
start
not
pretend.
mine. So,
Dee,
I
dee,
don't
dee,
really,
dee,
yeah.
dee. No?
That was more important than, you know,
Yeah.
Instagram was, you know, was busted.
Oh, it's busted.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, that was our weekend. We went on
Blossom.
Sunday, and that was pretty fun. Loved it. Oh, we didn't get to see the cherry blossoms at the Hyde Park.
Yeah, long.
They're done.
It's
Yeah.
in Maine.
Yeah, they bloomed and blossomed, and they're gone. But
Just
yeah.
an idea for next year. That's what she was trying to
Mm, oh, okay. I
Yeah.
didn't see the chat.
For Sunday Sundays in Maine.
Then,
Well, I heard 521 was like eventful.
521 on Friday was fun. 521 on Saturday was woo!
What?
So it was good. Like it was okay. It was fine. It was like, you know, my boy Sherman came down, and where I was in the
wow.
eventful part is first of all, a bunch of fellas came through and got real shit faced.
Wow.
Real shit faced. They got messed up, and then they went out. They started to fight, but they started cussing each other and going at it. So then they went outside. You want to go? You want to go? And then they went.
Wow.
No
And
way.
they started throwing blows at each other and so forth. And sorry for anybody who feels that it might be racist, but when white boys fight, it's interesting because when white boys fight, they just fight, right? They beat up each other, or they don't, or whatever, and then it's done. Fight's over.
Right.
Everybody's done with it.
Old school black fight.
Yeah.
Old school
Everybody's
black
done with
fight,
it.
right.
You don't have to worry about one man being like, I'll be back, and come back with a piece.
Right,
No,
yeah.
It's what?
And
One
then
man, yeah, and it's over.
it's out of their system.
Yeah.
I
Right.
agree with Frontline. He said that it was old black. Say it again, what you say?
Old school black fight.
There you
Old school
go.
black fight.
Yeah. It's cause like you get the anger out and then you're done. It's
Right.
not let me carry it and hold on to it because it feels good to hold on. Like
Them fellas let it go. The one who got beat up, he on the ground and he up, and then they jumped in the Uber and everybody went on the way. That was the other night.
you know, like,
Sounds like eventful.
And then, so the other part was me, I don't drink, and this one, say, for example, today, this one was like, oh, we should take our shot that we did last time. Alright, so I already know I don't drink, but then Saturday, I walk in, and one of the guys is like, hey, the DJ's here. He's excited, so he buys me a drink.
Right.
I didn't want it, but I'm like, fine, I'll take it. I'm already on cool. I'm like, I drink it. Okay, no big deal. Just sipping it. And then he's like, oh, it's almost done. So then he buys another one.
Oh.
I'm like, yeah, okay, cool.
So you had two.
All right, so there's two. There's one there, and then the other one. So I drank the one and stopped on that one, so I knew he wouldn't offer me any more if that stays full.
Right.
All right, cool. Then another guy walks in. He's like, yo, I love that tune. Shots.
right.
So 2 shots on the thing. All right, I'm like, who's the other shot for? Sherman walks in. All right, cool. So Sherman takes the other shot.
Right.
All right. So then after that, I'm like, I don't want the shot, but then there's pressure. Everybody's around, and then here comes the bar owner, hand around my, over me. What's going on?
Oh, wow.
Another shot.
Oh my gosh.
Now this one, of course, I had to drink because the
yeah.
bar owner. Okay, so owner takes it. Oh, cool.
Right.
Then Sherman decides, oh, yeah, I had enough. So there comes an espresso martini. He's like, no, try something.
What?
Try? You don't try things.
Oh,
You
no.
tried at the beginning.
That was the one.
Remember, I don't drink.
Right.
Yeah, the espresso martini. Yeah, that was the one that was like, whoa!
No.
So I felt that.
Mm-mm.
Alright, I'm so drinking water like crazy now. Drinking water. It's over, right? I'm back to normal. I'm thinking I'm back to normal. I'm good, right? My brethren was at the after hours upstairs
Yeah.
across the road.
Right,
He's like, yo, I'm over here. I'm like, all right, cool. Well, the fight just started. We end up early, so
right.
we'll just go over and then check you and see how things are. So I walk in. I know the bouncer. The bouncer's like, yeah, what's going on? I'm like, cool. I walk in, see him. He's all excited. Whoa, you reached. Come around. So we come around, we go into the DJ booth. And you see the bartender, shot.
Oh my
And
God.
I'm like, what the is wrong with today? The man who don't drink is being peer pressured into drinking everything.
Wow, and you did it.
So hold on.
And you were standing.
Now, slow down for a second.
Yeah.
I normally take a few drinks.
Yeah.
Right.
One a couple, you know. I'm not a stranger to drinks.
Mm-hmm.
But I've never heard of an espresso martini.
Yeah.
What is that?
So
It's exactly what it sounds
yeah,
like.
it's a martini, or I don't know what is in a martini, but then they put coffee with it, and it's like milky.
And it's like, it's egg whites. It's like
It's
with egg
scrambled,
white.
yeah.
Yeah,
it's like with
it's
egg whites.
real bougie. I'm gonna lie. When
And
I
they
saw
put
it,
but they put the espresso bean.
yeah, on top of it.
It's
Yeah.
like- It's more of the picturesque type cocktail.
Yeah, super bougie.
After having shots and going to that one will, no good. And it's probably all sugar.
That's the thing. I can't drink mixed drinks.
No.
But if you give me straight, I'm good. I can just be drinking. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Mixed
like
drinks and sugar
I'm-
don't do well.
yeah, I'm surprised, babe.
Espresso martini.
Espresso
Babe,
martini.
you had 4 or 5 drinks.
More than that.
Fine.
So what did that do for you?
I had to drive home, and I didn't really like the feeling, but I made it. And actually, I didn't go home because the espresso had me all wired still. So I went to go pick up my equipment. I was at the backyard party I was doing. I went there. That was at 4:30 in the morning. Grabbed all my equipment, then packed that all up. Drove home, and then because they break into cars in the area that I live in now, I have to take everything out of the car and carry it upstairs.
Oh,
So yeah, and then I was until like 5:30. So I was good.
And then you went to the zoo.
Then I woke up early the following day.
And you walked. Ooh, we at least walked 5 kilometers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I walk every day.
Yeah.
That's for walk.
Yeah. That's
Yeah, was that?
See, I had an eventful weekend.
Yeah, it was eventful still.
Yeah, not bad.
Well, Friday was good, Saturday was good. Saturday was real busy because like from the time I woke up Saturday, it was just gig after gig. So,
I guess I could do my spiel.
Yeah.
What was the word? Spiel?
Spiel.
The
Spiel.
spiel.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I left here. I worked all day Saturday, right?
Mm-hmm.
And someone invited me to a party.
Ba-ba-ba-ba.
So I went to the party and looking for this friend. But the friend is nowhere to be found.
Wow.
Right? However, her kids are there.
Okay.
So I'm tired. I just packed up and left. And I'm like, yo, I didn't come here with no kids. Then all of a sudden, she's upset with me because her kids were there and I embarrassed her because I came there and I left.
Wow.
Now, do you see that? How do you see that? If you go to a party to see someone and you can't be found, you're supposed to hang with their kids.
What was your effort to reach out to this person?
I look for them. I text them. I'm here.
Sounds like an Ice Cube movie.
Right.
Are we there yet?
Are we there yet? Is right.
I'm here. Like.
He was
And
there.
he's like, I ain't there yet. I ain't there yet.
No, she wasn't there.
Where did
What?
she go? What was her excuse? I wanna just hear.
Well,
it.
She went to an X club without the kids.
She was helping the bar. She was helping at the bar.
So that's why she could answer a text message.
Well, I
So
don't
you
know why.
didn't
I
look
don't know
too
why.
well. You didn't even get a drink.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
Front line. You said you went there.
I went there.
How long did it take you to get there?
30 minutes.
20 minutes, yeah.
20 minutes.
Yeah.
How long did it take you to get dressed?
I did get dressed.
You didn't just.
You just left from here to go.
Okay, cool.
Right.
So you went straight, 20 minutes to get there. How long you looked for the girl?
10 minutes.
10 minutes. And you never even look at the bar?
You paid for parking and everything.
Yeah. I'm good like that.
Yeah. Shaking his head. Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I'm good at it. Yeah.
so your question is?
My question
Where's
is,
true love?
I Is she supposed to be upset with me because I left?
You didn't even look for her for real. It's like you were looking for ketchup. It's in the fridge. You opened the door and you didn't see it, so you shut the fridge.
Right, yeah, exactly. We're not on the door. It's just not on the door. I'm not going through your fridge just yet. Same here. If I come to see you and
And you're not visibly where I could see you, then I'm out of here.
I'm out of here.
Found the packet
He's
in the
surprised.
drawer.
So, he's surprised.
I am. You better believe that.
This is Leo energy, you see?
I am depressed.
Yes, I agree with you. You are the type.
I work, listen, now put it this way. I work all day.
So would it make a difference if you didn't work all day?
Yeah, I would be less tired. I wouldn't be as tired.
To look around
Yeah.
with your eyes.
And especially I'm in a spot where I don't know anyone.
Did you try to call
Okay,
them?
so
Like, did you
let's-
try to
So
call
he
their
texted
message?
her.
I took,
And they didn't answer?
no. Well, they didn't respond.
Yeah, then it's,
I'm out.
then I feel like it's not really something to like, again, be crazy about.
I
Again,
only
she's-
have, I only have one thing to interject.
Okay.
Right. You knew they were going to be there though.
Right.
And they said they were going to be there.
And the kids are there.
Right. And before you got there, they said they were there.
Right.
So you knew they were there.
Right.
Yeah.
Thank you, babe.
So you
I was
were
just
basically
wondering-
saying-
Yeah.
So then why did you even show up? You should have said I'm tired of going home.
No, because I had a little bit
If she was there with the
With the kids.
if her kids weren't there and she looked good up, whether she looked good or not, you would have made energy.
Had your blood pressure going up?
Yeah.
Right.
No.
All type of friends would have visited. Yeah. What? Fingers, all type of stress. Yeah. Look energy now. Wow. Yeah. Look even the energy.
I just don't understand why you're upset. Like, yo,
Why she would be mad?
why would you be mad?
Maybe that's a good sign, because that clearly shows a level of interest.
Right. But it's not a good sign for her because this nigga's like, I'm tired, deuces, your kids are here. But I'm like, what?
Yeah, but I'm not here to hang with your kids, man. I can see your kids, but I can't see you.
Well, like,
Kids are
did you talk?
Kids are
Yes,
grown?
because they're at the
Yeah.
party.
Yeah.
So I think you should have asked the kids,
I
where's
did.
your
and
mom?
he said that she was around helping her in the bar or some nonsense, like whatever.
So you knew where she was, you just never went to look.
Right, yeah, I'm the
So
president.
this is,
You come to me.
Yeah,
I think
so-
that's valid.
Alright, hold on.
Right.
So is it more of a situation like with me, when I go to some, like for example, if I go out to an event, and I don't know anybody there, but I only know that one person, right? And I go there, and the one person who I go to meet up with, to hang out with, is suddenly not available to hang out with me. Is that the type of vibe it was? And then eventually like, yo, well, you too busy for me anyway. I'm here by myself, chilling in the corner, fucking him out.
Right.
I think, yeah,
That's
that's
it?
He said,
Alright.
I think. That's not what
no,
happened.
that sums it up.
That sums it up.
Did you want to drink?
No, I didn't want to.
Okay, so then you didn't want to go to the bar and see she. So,
No, I
There-
went in
there
there,
we
I
go.
looked at it.
did you use the restroom?
No.
You worked all day, never used the restroom.
What does the restroom have to do with anything?
I don't know,
But I
you thought I
feel
was
like-
bringing up still, because.
I agree with that, but I agree with that point of view then. Yeah, you go to meet somebody,
I
you're
know,
there
so
for
he
that
He didn't want to meet
individual.
the girl. He was too tired. Why he even make an effort to go?
Because he wanted to see the person, right?
No,
But then again, he didn't want to make an effort inside the party to
No.
find she.
No, okay, this is what I'm gonna say. This is my piece on this. Alright, this was happened to me already. I don't like boat rides, right? I do not like going on boat
You've
rides.
been on
because-
boat rides?
Yes, but I don't like boat rides because when you're on a boat ride, you can't get
leave.
you're stuck
Yeah.
on it,
You
right?
could get off.
Yeah, if you call out the boat and spend $50 to $100.
You could just jump off and swim.
You could do that too.
That's
There's
what we call
options
death.
there.
Anyhow,
Or like that.
right, so I don't like boat rides for that reason. I get stuck on it.
Right.
I paid my ticket because somebody told me, yo, meet me on the boat ride years ago, right? Interested in this person.
Right.
They're like, oh yeah, meet me on the boat ride. We're gonna have a good time on the boat ride, blah, blah, blah. So I
Right.
jump on this blasted boat ride
Right,
by myself with the intention of chilling with her.
right.
As soon as I get on the boat, we link up for half a fucking minute, and then she gone and wind up all over the place on the boat with Tom, Dick, and Harry and all your friends and so forth, and then left me in the corner.
That's fair.
Dick
Right?
and Harry.
So at that point, I kind of understand from his point of view, where I was like, yo, I came to chill with you. You too busy for flicking me right now? Why ever? If that's the case, that's what I'm saying.
Right.
Okay, sorry, Tristan.
But
I want you to
if
share
that's the
your
case.
point. Because, like, Share your perspective, because I really want to hear Tristan's perspective, because I
That
want to
one's
know his
interesting.
needs.
That one is interesting, but please.
Right, I wanna say, sorry. I think there was more, I had more interest in being somewhere else.
Right.
Ah, okay,
Yes,
yeah.
see?
That,
There-
No,
Thank
hang
you.
on, let me
I
explain.
believe you.
Let me explain, I had more interest in being somewhere else.
Right, because
Because
you
I have,
tired.
let me tell you what it is.
Yeah.
I have these flyers
Mhm.
that I'm gonna be handing off in the barbershop.
Right.
And my whole idea is that I'm gonna do these flyers at night.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So me being there, not seeing who I came there to see,
Right.
all my thoughts were, I'm gonna go get a building, I'm gonna go deliver these flyers in the night
Right.
while people are asleep, so when they wake up in the morning, they're gonna get the flyers and they're gonna get my promo that I'm trying to promote.
Right.
You're gonna
That's
say, who
beautiful.
solicited my door under the cover of darkness?
So that's where my whole attention was. That's my whole
How did
idea.
they get my car?
So-
I just put it in my driveway.
No, so the flyers or some, they put on the door handle.
Right.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh,
So-
maybe you could put it on car doors.
Yeah, you can put it on the car doors, you can put it on the door handle. It's made for door handle, so
Oh.
when the
Yeah,
door
it's
not,
got
you
a
know
punch.
those do not disturb when you're in the
Yeah.
hotel?
Right.
Right, so that's what it is made of. So I put it on the door, and that's where my mind was.
Okay.
So I really.
So maybe she lives in a building. You could have been with
No, she doesn't.
Did you, even though she was upset after the fact, did you guys plan something else?
No.
So
No.
that's now, the ball is in your court, my friend.
It is in my court.
I'm surprised.
It is in my court. However, listen, I'm that kind of dude. I'm kind of.
What can I do?
Because
I'm
I
trying
want
figure
to
out-
take like her being upset that you didn't go to see her or find her or spend enough time. That's not a bad thing, right?
Right.
It just shows that someone wants specifically you to see them.
Right.
Right. Well, yeah, maybe that's.
Look at yeah.
That's a nice, that's a rewarding feeling.
Right, it is.
Right.
Of course.
But I'm just saying, for me, right, listen, I'll tell you I'm going to come.
Yeah.
Number one, I didn't have to come because I don't really like going out on Saturday night anyhow.
Right. Because he has buildings.
Because I'm
to
working,
attend.
I'm working Sunday morning as well. If I
Right.
go out on a Saturday night and I have drinks, Sunday is dead for me.
Right.
I can't afford that right now.
Right.
I'm not playing those games. I'm not playing those games.
We're waiting for our minivans and things like that, you
Right.
know?
I'm not doing that.
Right.
So there's a bit of responsibility there.
I think there's a misconception though that you're displaying, because if you wanted to see her, right, then you should have said you wanted to see her, but this setting does not work for me because I'm a
boundary too.
businessman and I'm extremely tired, and I also want to run stairs to do my promotional activities.
Yeah,
So-
but I don't see the need to explain all that. Like I don't mean.
You don't like the girl? Why you even bother? You don't like it, now see?
Yeah, he don't like
I'm
you.
getting triggered.
And that's okay.
No, I'm triggered.
No, but it's okay to not like somebody. But then
Calm
that
me
would-
down.
But that would also answer why there hasn't been a following date already booked in plan. It could be. I'm not saying you don't like the girl, but
Do
right?
you like the girl, or you just like her friend? Lion?
I think it also is telling. I think it's also telling because in the case she didn't see you and then go and, as Bass put it, go to dance and wind up on Tom, Dick, and Harry.
Right.
She texted or called you after the fact saying how displeased she was without seeing and your time, right? So,
And she was behind the
Oh.
bar helping out, so she
and
wasn't
for all we know, you
dancing
probably
with
got
Tom,
something
Dick,
planned.
and Harry.
Maybe you like something more private. Maybe she does too. I don't know.
I'm trying to figure out. Maybe I'll call her tonight and see what she
Right?
Yeah.
Maybe just say, I'm sorry, babes. I
Alright,
really
that
had some
you're
work.
not gonna get that from me. That I'm sorry part, you're not gonna get that from me. It's not coming out of this one.
We don't take accountability.
No, it's not. But I'm not sorry.
He did make an effort to get there.
That's what I'm
That's
saying.
what he was-
Right? We
he's
can go.
basically-
Why
I'm
you
not-
spend
we can
this?
go
I'm
forward.
triggered by you front lines right now.
You're triggered by me for what?
Ah.
I'm sorry you're not gonna get those.
But you're not
You're
sorry.
not gonna get those. No, but I'm saying that's what I'm saying. I'm sorry that those are not gonna come out of my mouth.
He's saying he's not sorry because he didn't do anything to be sorry about. That's what he's trying to
Okay,
say.
so but what about if you care about somebody's feelings? Even if your intention is not to hurt their feelings, if you hurt them, would you be sorry for that? Or no, you don't think it's
My intentions were not to hurt them, but something.
It-
Now we have to figure out well what should
Okay, so let me give you an example, right?
Right.
You're telling me a story right now, and I'm triggered. You hurt my feelings, frontline.
Okay.
It was not your
You know, you need a
intention.
glass
Right.
of water?
Do you need a glass of water?
You're gonna offer me water because
I
it's
give you a
life?
glass of water. I'm not gonna say I'm sorry.
Why?
It's not his intention to get you triggered.
No,
That's what
no.
he's saying.
I'm saying you want a glass of water?
Yes, please.
You can interpret that as me saying I'm sorry, but
So it's just my interpretation.
well, it's on you.
Right. This is the men that I deal with. It's why
August 21st.
Yeah.
She's August
Interesting
21st.
perspective.
It is an interesting perspective.
Of
So
triggers
base,
or?
in the case of yourself, I'm assuming with that girl, you did not try to pursue after the fact because you were on the said boat ride to see her with Tom, Dick, and Harry.
Right.
So that would lead you to say, yeah, that is not a person worth pursuing.
Yeah, that was done over with.
Fair enough, fair enough, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
And also, Frontline. This was a boat cruise again as well?
No, it was a party.
It's a party. It's a party in a club, restaurant setting. And, you know, it's crazy people on the patio. And
Yeah,
outside.
it just seems like
Wrong
stuff
place,
on your
wrong
mind aside, you're probably like a little bit more cool in terms of like less people,
Yeah,
less volume,
I'm
more
sure.
personable, right?
Yeah.
This is fair. This is also nothing to be apologetic for, which
Right.
I can understand.
No,
She
I
just
get it.
you have a lady that probably wants to have your fancy. That's
I think I have been in that same situation where I was invited to a place and I was the only one there supporting this person, and they saw me come into the building. No, I always go straight up to base. But this was like when I was like 17, 18, around that age group, and I went to a party. Yeah, it was decades ago, basically. Yeah, it was kind of awkward. Like, I'm not gonna go and find you. I'm the only person walking into this establishment. You don't see me. I'm walking right out. I'm looking for the restroom to go and check and see if I look okay. But I'm coming out. If I don't see you, you don't make eye contact, I'm leaving.
I'm even younger. Like, there's way more anxiety going on.
Right,
Like,
yeah.
I can totally rationalize.
Yeah, so
I don't know, this is different.
Yeah,
Like,
Much more self-confident than too, in that
I-
capacity.
yeah.
maybe
well,
that's what it is, but
Because
like,
it's the approach. You seem to be the approacher. Not everyone is the approacher.
She
They
comes
feel
with
like they
gifts
wanna be the
and
approachee.
and stuff. Oh hey,
yeah, but
can I
like,
buy a round of drinks? Oh my goodness. Yeah.
I don't know, I just feel like I've gone places where I went to meet people and I've chilled with them, or I felt uncomfortable and I'm just like, this is not it,
Right.
or
You don't have to beat around the bush. You can call it right there.
No, like she's not
every
telling
single
them.
time.
Yeah.
Not every single time. Sometimes I'll just make an exit plan and just exit, or I'll just but I have no problem going up to somebody and meeting them. It just I feel like it's more recently I haven't done it, but
Well, I could say that I could do that now, but like when I was younger, I definitely felt like I was the prize back then, and I was waiting for somebody else to approach me. Like I come from somebody, like males coming up to me, pursuing me, than me going up to males and pursuing
It's
them.
also kind of like growing up like in an era where like Disney princesses and like, you know, that romanticism behind like you coming up and approaching the prize. Right?
Yeah.
The queen or the princess.
Interesting.
Right.
I never looked at it that way. It's like,
So I was big into Disney, so like a lot of thematic things between myself and my partner are very similar.
right.
Like the chivalry behind it.
I
Yeah.
love the show, but I feel like why can't you just communicate with somebody? Just because I'm reaching out to doesn't mean that I see necessarily a romantic relationship,
Right.
but like I should be able to still engage with somebody.
Right.
You know what I mean? Whether I'm interested sexually or not interested with them, you know what I mean? So to me, the first somebody should be
And
Mutual.
that's when we have to evaluate people's priorities and
Right.
intentions, because
right.
there's a lot of people that are only operating on a sexual exchange basis.
Right.
And it really is not.
But what else is there to
genuine.
do? What else is there? What else can you?
Well, there could be platonic relationships where it could
What are
be-
things that you like to do? That's the question, right?
Yeah.
I'm not dating you, but if I was dating the person that I am, a lot of questions revolve around what are our interests, and like, for me, I like a lot of physical activity, so, we do a lot of things. Paddleboarding, we play sports, we sometimes walk and do things that we find interesting. She likes a lot of art things, so she paints, she sculpts, she does clay, draws, yeah, you have to kind of find like what you like, because assuming you do like each other on a physical and intimate level, that's a given, but I think 90% of the time interacting with each other, you're not just jumping each other's bones, right? So there has to be like a makeup between that time.
Unless you intend to
He's
have
like,
sex all the
absolutely not.
time.
He's like, what that mouth do and then get the hell out. That's basically what it looks like, which is okay, it's
Right.
okay.
That's your interest, and that's
Right.
fine. That's fair.
But sex can't be the only interest, right?
By far, no.
Right? That's what I'm saying. Like, if you
It's
want a
just-
long-lasting relationship, it can't just be sex.
with depth. Depth.
No, if it's sex only, it's boring as shit. If it's only that, it's gonna get tired.
Right.
Yeah, so
Like-
that's,
Like, can you hold a conversation with this person? If you,
Yeah.
if you struggle,
like, everybody has their thing, right? Because like, I know for me, for example, it's like mental connection. I need that. I
Right.
need that mental connection, right?
Yeah.
I need to be able to talk to you.
intellectual stimulation.
Yeah. I need to be able to debate with you from time to time.
Right. That's true. That's fair to say.
Frontline's still on what that mouth do. I don't care. He's
No,
like,
I
I'm
mean-
thinking about it. I could ask her a question. He's like, no, what that mouth do.
No. I think for me, well, I mean, maybe I'm still in my young self, or I don't know. But it has to. I will find other things to do after I realize after I know there's a physical connection there. Then I'll find other things. That other things then find. Oh, I guess we can, be sexual or intimate in that way.
So you lead with physical.
Yeah. It has to be. If I like, yeah.
So you never.
That's not uncommon though.
I think that's
That's
weird.
not uncommon
I
at all.
think that's males. They're visual, like
Yeah,
they're very visual.
If I can see or feel or
You seem like you grew up in a day and age where you used to call
Stress.
breasts yabos.
Yeah,
I need some big
if I
yabos.
can make a connection, oh yeah, you can go around the corner, you know what I mean? If I see that, then you can't talk about nothing else. Yeah.
He's
And
surprised.
again, I appreciate these truths because I am no different. Like, I think I am attracted to my partner for a reason. And likewise, I feel that she's attracted to me for a reason, I hope.
Fingers
So,
crossed.
to a degree, I feel we're all going into this under the guise, like, when we look at this person, yeah, is that a face that we would want to, like, potentially fall asleep with or wake up in front of? Right?
I think that's fair. I think when you like somebody by their mentality, you're attracted to them more, so you can grow more of a physical attraction if you're not instantly attracted to them. Like,
Right.
I agree.
You know what I mean? Like, I feel like me, I don't personally have a specific type, but people would say I have a type, right? But I've dated darker people, lighter people, almost light, see-through. But you know what I mean? Like Asian, you know what I mean? Like
Casper Light?
yeah, I was talking about Brandon, but the point is,
Okay, he's not Casper Light, but
he's on the borderline of
He's very fair.
basis shirt and Kiva sweater. So it was close enough somewhere. But anyways, the point is, I think when you have a mental and a different level of just not just physical, it's more. Wow, I'm not breathing here talking about. Sorry, thing. But yeah, I think you don't think so, or is it just me?
I do agree. I do agree.
She's talking about the complexion. But
No,
the
I'm
point,
not. I'm talking about like when you have a mental like attraction, your sexual and physical attraction grows.
yeah, you have to hold the conversation in order for it to just be something, you know? Like,
I'm talking like, I guess this would be our generation of early to mid, sorry, early to mid 2000s way of socializing and conversating. I've spent probably multiple hours on a phone call with a female that I was interested in, and like, even though we didn't have video calls as much as we do now, like doing like multiple like hour-long calls over like the course of whatever amount your relationship is, yeah,
Right.
I can see that builds even an attraction to where you want to see that person.
right.
So I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
What about you guys? Do you guys feel that way or no? Sometimes it's like, nigga, I just told you. If I'm not attracted to you, I'm not attracted to you. It's true?
I agree.
Nah. Okay,
I'm from the old school.
They just
It has to be something there has to be something there for me to get that first thing. Because what I realized, if I like you too much, I can't really get physical.
Oh, you
Does
just get
liking someone too much
overstimulated.
get you nervous?
Yeah. I start doing.
Get butterflies?
No, not necessarily butterflies. I'm just. So I really like you, so then I don't really want to hurt you.
That's nice.
And then hurt you is what you enjoy. If you know what I mean.
Interesting innuendo. I won't say metaphor, but interesting innuendo.
You know, but you understand what I'm trying to say.
Right.
You want to beat it up. She wants
Right, yeah. I
beat
want
it
to
up.
physical. I want to go in, you know what I mean?
Beat it up.
So, when I start liking you, then usually anybody I'm dating, like, once I start getting real into the thing. And
So you're saying those two perspectives and personalities, you find the women that you've interacted with, they won't allow both? They want one or the other?
I don't know if they want one or the other. I just know for me, I'm not worried about them. I'm just saying. I'm kind of selfish in the thing, okay?
Yeah, it sounds so.
I am.
Yeah, at least he's honest about it. That's honesty. Everybody's just like, I'm honest about it.
Yeah, I'm honest.
Sorry, somebody was just saying that to me. I was telling you the truth. Like, that, it doesn't mean that it feels good when you tell me the truth.
Right.
And also sometimes when people say that, they're really not saying anything at all.
Like, this is what I'm saying.
It's not always the truth just because you say, I'm telling you the truth.
Right. So what I'm getting from you, Frontlines, is that someone hurt you and you didn't heal from that.
Maybe that's the case.
And so you don't want to hurt anybody and you don't want anybody to hurt you, so you will not invest in somebody.
Well, maybe you hit the nail on the head.
Is
But
that,
maybe that's the case. I don't know.
do you want to know?
Sorry?
Do you want to know?
Do I want to know?
Yes.
Do you want to know the answer?
Not really.
Well, there you go. Well, there you have it. There's no
Well, I was
question, so no
just-
answer needed.
Well, I was just speaking to like a young gentleman recently, and he was saying if he's in a relationship with that person, he doesn't want constant communication, like texting throughout the day, saying, "Hey, babe, how you doing?" Like a check-in. Like, we already know that we have well-established lives and things like that, and you know, you don't need to be as clingy as we were in the beginning. And that's a perspective from somebody that's younger, a younger generation,
It's interesting
like in his
how,
20s.
again, people can perceive wellness check as to be clinginess,
Mhm.
right? Unconditional care for your well-being can
Right.
be considered or misconstrued as clinginess.
Right.
But it's also your way that you accept love. It doesn't necessarily mean that you are rejecting their clinginess. It's just that that's not your vibe,
Right.
right? So, you know, everybody, it doesn't say people have love languages.
Mhm.
That's your love language. Your love language is I check you once, right? And then I see you at the end of the day or I see you the following day.
Right.
I don't need you to be checking on me on a regular basis because
Right.
it makes me feel crowded,
Yeah.
right?
Okay, so then what's the purpose of the person? Like, if the other
You
person
still love the
is
person, you're still into the person, you still want the person around, you don't need that
Constant.
constant,
Yeah.
hey, hey, hey!
which is valid. I get that. So, but I guess my question would be, if you have the extremes, so
Mhm.
there's somebody that needs that, and
Anxious.
they somehow,
They're very anxious.
Yeah.
is it anxious?
Yeah, anxious
For you to need
attachment.
to
Yeah, anxious attachment, that's a term.
Oh, I guess so, maybe. And then you have
Avoidance
avoidance.
attachment.
So there you go. So how do you get to the middle
Like,
ground?
Very
So it's not gonna work, or they have to come to the middle ground, no?
good. Huh?
It's like they have to come meet each other, or
Well, there's have to be some type of, somebody has to
have to
compromise.
compromise.
Right.
One person have to compromise. It's a group thing.
Well, both parties could either try and compromise or one person. Usually one person compromise.
Right.
That's how it works. Usually one person compromise.
That is
Because
true.
if you have both of them trying to compromise, especially at that point where it's like, hey, we're not like at that beginning point where you're like, oh, yeah, I love each other so much.
Right.
Because at the start, you know, everything's all mushy. It's honeymoon phase, right? The
Right,
honeymoon phase is
yeah.
done. Somebody's gonna compromise, or half the time it just mashes up.
Right. Yeah, that's true. That is
So
true.
one person has to be selfless, and the other is selfish bastard.
Yeah, but how's it a selfish bastard? Because then for
Oh,
you,
sorry,
because
no,
in
no.
your view, I think you are. Because say that the way it sounds from your point of view is that the
I'm
person who
avoiding.
does not want, or you're the avoidant type.
I'm just joking. I'm just.
Yeah,
I'm
because you
just-
sound like
I
you
think
sound
I think I'm
clingy
clingy.
one.
Yeah.
I'm the clingy. I think I'm
Right.
clingy. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I don't think I'm that clingy when it's
So how-
understood. I
Okay,
feel like
here's the question.
if there's
How,
a check-in.
how great would you feel, right, if you were the clingy one, he's the not clingy one,
Mhm.
right,
Mhm.
and you're messaging him all the time, and instead of him responding, he just has ChatGPT responding back to you.
Are you doing this?
Then
No,
we live in a day and age where like people are that ridiculous.
Yeah.
Because if you can't simply tell somebody that,
But
as opposed to going on some sort of random facade with ChatGPT, this is what I'm saying. That's something only this modern day and age
Yeah.
could be doing.
yeah.
Right.
Right? You wouldn't
I've
say
used
that again in
ChatGPT
2010.
in my day and age of texting. I
To
think
text
for
people?
yeah,
Oh,
to,
bust
for people
my
to understand certain things. Like a lot of people
Because
don't
they couldn't understand you.
Well, like simple conversations.
Exactly.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I heard that
And that's not a wrong thing. I don't see that as a
I
bad
heard of
thing.
someone who schedules.
scheduling.
I don't see,
and
no, I
messages
honestly don't see
to
that as a
their-
bad thing, because you're
Yeah.
taking the time to understand that that's what they need.
Right.
Right? You could be like, fuck it, I'm not doing it. Or, let me schedule it so I understand to myself, this is what they need. That's compromise.
But my
That's
thing
true.
is like, you've never been with somebody that you want to be with, and you never wanted to reach out, or it's like, I want to be with this person, but I don't need to contact them. Like, I don't understand. Like, me personally, I've been with people that I've dated, and I'm like, okay, I don't mind if I reach out to them.
Right.
But then there's other times, I'm like, oh, let me talk to this. Like, I want to talk to him. I want to talk to him. You know what I mean?
But I
Like,
can say, truthfully, from my point of view, I've
Yeah.
had moments where I want to talk to them all the time, and then there's certain times with me, because my personality is,
like this, right?
yeah, up and
Which
down.
is
So
fair.
at some point in time, like, yo, I just need you to back off for a bit.
Which
Right.
is fair. Right?
But
Like,
say that. Say that and don't just fall off the face of the earth. Yeah.
Close out people.
It's hard.
That too, yeah.
It's
is
hard,
hard.
but now you're about to get to the reasoning
Right.
and a deeper one. Trust me.
Maybe I'm gonna have to just put on all my guards and just try to.
That's what you already have, Cliff.
your guards
all your
are all the
guards.
way up the ceiling.
You have two guards
Yeah,
with
yeah.
guns
So-
patrolling.
with the light, the flashlight.
That's what I'm saying.
Snipers on that.
Yeah.
Put on my guards and try this love shit for a minute.
Oh,
And,
put
and,
it
and,
down.
and here's what I'll say to it is because it sounds like you've just probably had bad experiences in which make you rightfully so defensive with
Right.
yourself and your time.
Right.
But with this person who has shown at least a level of want to have your time,
Mhm.
try to see how that relationship develops but as an adult one, not going out doing this semi-quasi young people thing, going out gallivanting at black people club, but it's like for an older crowd, nah man, go on some long nice drive, probably go to some town, have a nice lunch, go fish or do something, and see if you can build through that. But I don't think it would discredit
He's confused. Look
you
at
getting.
He's like,
But
who
I
is he
don't-
talking to?
Again, but I don't think it would discredit you being able to be as you want to be dominant in the bedroom. And I don't think that she would be off put by that after spending a pretty romantic day
Right.
doing fun shit. Right?
Yeah, you could just pick up 2 flowers.
But
and
yeah, you don't need
decide
to chase someone that's working a bar shift themselves and barely has
I'm
time.
trying to, I hear what you guys, are saying. I'm really trying to see where I've developed that kind of.
It's companionship. We all gotta have it. Right?
Yeah.
Or if it's only companionship by the hour or by the night, that is what it is too.
It could be.
Red light district, that's
Yeah.
basically.
That's why bitch trying to go to the red light.
Wait, what?
Oh, he started dancing. You heard
Yeah,
red light.
I heard
he
it one
started-
more time. One
Oh,
more
I
time.
thought he heard red light district, and he's like, oh, that's my spot.
Haven't been there yet.
Oh,
Sure.
never
Sugar
needed
buddy.
to. Do you see this
That's
chocolate
correct.
skin?
That's a lie right there. Never needed to. Haven't been there yet. Don't need to.
Oh my gosh. Well, how you gonna know if you've
Yeah, no
never
problem.
been if you need to?
But to go to the red light?
Listen, I went to Oasis. Remember I tell you?
Yeah.
I didn't know I needed to be there to know that I
That's
was.
what
She's
the place
trying
is
to go
called.
back.
A
Ooh, that-
colleague
you
of
just
mine
confused me
told
just now.
to describe that
Woo!
place to me,
It's actually really
and you
cool.
went with this girl. Oh
I've never
my
been.
goodness.
I went with this girl, yes.
No, but when you just said I never knew I needed to be there, I was like,
Oh.
You went
Huh?
to that one too?
no, my boys went.
They went
I
together.
never went.
I did not
My
go
boy
with
told me
you.
about it. He lived. He goes. There's a guy I used to work with.
It's now his religion.
It was.
Wow.
It was no lie. It was. He used to go on a regular. He was like he didn't see life any other way than just having that thing. And then he met the one person who snapped him out of all that shit.
Right.
You got him before the full devil did.
Yeah,
I'm telling you.
snapped him out, man. He's like ready. He's married now and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Congratulations.
was described a story by that, and it was
I think I know this
Yeah,
person.
highly
Who?
graphic.
Highly graphic.
Who I talking about? No, you don't.
I didn't even know that a place like this
Nah, you work
existed
at it
until
both
you
ways.
described the story.
Oh,
But nah,
Yes.
Just-
It's a different it's a different place.
public
you thinking?
viewing.
Who are you?
That's all I just said.
Starts with a Q.
We'll talk about it later. Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Wait, what? But yeah, yeah, ChatGPT. I think that's shut your mouth. This ChatGPT, I think it's really, really resourceful, guys. Not just text messages. There's so many other things that you could do with ChatGPT. Like, if Base did all of these things with the logo and stuff like that, but making a logo, you can make a logo by
Yo, that
ChatGPT.
thing makes logos too easy.
Yeah.
It's kind of scary.
It's really,
Like,
really good.
graphic designers, they're not cooked because it still does not do it properly all
Right,
the time.
right.
But
It's free.
yeah, no,
Well, like
not the
certain,
good stuff.
yeah, that's true. But
Yeah.
like free ChatGPT, and
Yeah.
it has that basic standard of getting certain things done. It'll set your schedule up.
Like
There's
your work.
Mm-mm.
Well, that's what you do your schoolwork with now. Huh, Bree? Huh?
Joking,
Joking?
joking.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like ChatGPT now has become like the modern day every subject calculator.
That's
Right.
exactly.
It's not just the
I was
calculator from
just
that.
gonna say that.
right.
Right.
I was just gonna say that. That's exactly what it is now. And that's why, even though we're making jokes about kids using it for their homework,
Right.
they're going to be using it for their homework because that's gonna be their tool.
Right.
Right? Just like we had calculators, or we were not allowed to use the calculator.
Right.
Right? Yeah. So.
It's true.
Now, I'm older than you, right?
Hmm?
I'm older than you, right?
Not really.
You-
You're
No,
probably
my
like 2 years younger. Going based on the
Yeah,
bus.
yeah, yeah.
I'm saying, like, you know what calculator is.
Yeah.
You timetable. You
So,
gotta-
yeah, they don't need to learn. They don't need to know their timetable anymore.
No, they
No, you
don't.
don't need to worry.
Because Chat GPT could just tell you everything.
And ChatGPT was just teaching me actually how to
Oh my.
how to do was it 11 times table?
Wow.
Nice. 11?
11 times, no.
It couldn't be 11. That one's the easy
That's the
one.
easiest
That's
one.
the easy one, yeah.
12, probably 12.
No,
12, 24, 36. Is that one?
no, I think
Oh.
no, there's maybe 9.
9 you can use with your fingers.
Yeah, but
9.
no, what?
15, 27,
Yeah.
36,
Yeah.
45,
Oh.
54. I can't do this one. What is this, guys? 63.
I was gonna do
So
that.
it's my so 7. So it's 7 times it, right?
Mhm.
8 is 82.
72.
72. Sorry.
81.
And then
81.
91.
81.
81. Yeah.
and then
90.
yeah. See, there, because you learned the next one. You didn't
No,
need
no,
chat.
there's one of them. I forget it now.
He didn't like the intimate interaction from human to human. He wants to go back to the robotic synapses.
I can do it rougher.
No, there's other things, like you could submit your picture and ask, yeah, with ChatGPT, send them your picture and they'll take, I guess, different things to do with it. Like I was asking for like certain hairstyles or certain like hair colors with my complexion, and it gave me like a honey blonde for my highlights and stuff for my hair. Yeah, and I was like, you know what, I should do it. I really should
Yeah,
do
no, my
this.
partner keeps saying that. It's either that or they thread my hair, and I say, I am not one of those rappers, I'm not one of those break dancers, I'm not doing it, I'm not Frank Ocean, stop this.
Not the break.
No,
Yes.
stop.
Blonde.
Stop.
Yes, please.
Are you gonna do you
Absolutely
want platinum
not.
blonde or
That-
like?
I did the blonde way. I did it.
Yeah, because
Just-
you
you
guys
can
can pull it
try
off,
it.
because you already got these little quirlies and swirlies going on, man.
I'm sure you could do it too.
I'm trying,
Yeah.
I don't want to,
You
that's the
probably
point
can
of
pull it off
emphasis.
still.
right?
I really
think you
can.
do like a silver even too.
Platinum blonde.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
See?
Because then I'm gonna walk around and then females will see me and they're gonna be like, oh yeah, that guy thinks he's some sort of GQ model. And I don't want that.
But you
I just
are.
want to be myself.
You are yourself.
Well, you'll be yourself with blonde hair.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
It's just a
No.
different look.
Yeah.
Tris, you can always dye it back, cut it off.
Never
Just
dyed
try
my hair
one
once.
week.
The only time I've ever dyed my hair was when we were kids and they had the spray.
The Kool-Aid? Wasn't it the
No, the
Kool-Aid?
spray dye
Oh, we can
for
try
Halloween.
the semi. We can try the semi on his hair.
No, we're not trying it. Stop this. We were
When
just
he's
talking
sleeping.
earlier about Frontlines cutting my hair. We're not dyeing it.
When he's sleeping, he
Absolutely
will
not.
do it. We'll get the
Marie's
red,
a hairdresser.
red, purple, green, all the colors. We'll put a rainbow in his hair.
Alright, Kid and Jelly Boutique, you keep on trying. Keep on trying.
I think you should do it.
I think so
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, I think you should do it.
What do you
I think the
for, like,
blonde would look really nice on Tristan. Not the platinum, but like a blonde,
Like
like
a
a honey
honey
blonde.
blonde?
Yeah, honey
I
blonde.
I think it'd be too close to
Like
his
this kind of,
complexion.
like this color on your hair.
It'd be nice, but I think
Mustard yellow?
No, like a actual blonde like that. This is
like the one I had.
not mustard.
No, there.
Yeah, like a caramel blonde.
Pick one.
Yeah, because you were trying to pull the Wiz
Okay.
Khalifa Taylor gang. Everyone was doing it then. I'm not copying all you. I'm not
Caramel
doing it.
blonde,
See?
yeah,
Not doing it.
I did the
Good.
caramel blonde. I think you can pull it off still.
Well, I appreciate that. I appreciate
Even if you do
everyone.
the low here and then a little bit higher
Right,
here,
yeah.
just
No,
a little bit,
no.
not too much, like a low fade. Not a bald fade, but a low fade. I mean, like,
Shouldn't you like try?
Frontline knows how to do
Compromise,
it.
right?
yeah, compromise.
Compromise.
But you said it's one has to give and one has to get.
Right,
He
so
said
he's
it was-
compromising.
He's not
He's gonna go on the
compromising.
mill, so you know he can do a little part of it.
There's no compromise. And she's asking so nicely.
Yeah.
So is she anxious or what?
It's all been discussions. It's all been
I'm
in
just
discussion.
kidding, I'm
It's
just
always
kidding.
been in discussion between us since we've been together. So
Right.
yeah. I'm like just a wave haircut now from since high school time. Because before that I had cornrows and long hair and I barely even got it braided at that
Let's
point.
get the cornrows back.
No, but now when I saw myself with a haircut, I looked in the mirror and I said, that's what grown Tristan is going to look like going forward.
Yeah,
So now all these men who are in their 30s and beyond who have long hair like that, to be honest, I think it's this level of metrosexual that I'm not about. I'm not about it.
So you can't have long hair and it's too much. So
And wear
what
those
should,
bonnets like we were talking about. No,
bonnets?
I'm not doing it.
Yo, man in bonnet.
I'm not doing
I
it.
don't know
Oh,
what
Cliff,
happened.
you don't like them because they
Yo,
come in
I-
and they say,
Yo,
you
they
line
were-
me up.
Cliff,
I need my baby
you
curls. I need
understand
edges
me. I
lined
didn't
up.
understand why a woman
No,
wearing a
I'm not
bonnet
doing
or
it.
a man.
Yeah,
Pretty ass.
the bonnet thing is.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Disgusting.
See, there we go. And even when I was saying the ones who still wear do-rags, they're tying them in a way that looks just as close to your auntie or grandma's bonnet as opposed to an old school 2000 do-rag just tied straight to the back, down with the cape. Right?
Right.
Just not for me. I don't think long
Bonnet does
hair.
not leave the house.
No.
Sorry, woman, anybody?
Man
Bonnet
and
does not leave
woman
the
now.
house.
Man and women now.
Walk out the
Thank
damn
you.
house with freaking
Thank
bonnet on. Disgusting.
And, oh, man.
Yeah.
The bonnet thing, it gets to me every time.
Yeah.
Use a
The one
scarf.
is the
That's what
bonnet,
they're trying
the
to
bonnet
say.
and the moccasins, or the bonnet and the Uggs.
Oh
But they're like 3 seasons old Uggs and they look
Not the
like
3
dead dogs.
Or the big fluffy
Shoes.
They're
Those shoes.
moccasins.
no,
Those
but I ain't
tall
moccasins.
boots?
Not
Those
even
big
moccasins.
boots, the
Is
furry
moccasin is the furry
Yes,
slippers?
yes.
Yeah.
That's the one.
The
They
furry
look like
slipper.
skunk
I have
or
those.
raccoon
Yeah,
fur.
I only have the black ones now. I gave away.
But you don't wear them on road with the bonnet.
The shower
No,
cap
I agree.
under the baseball hat.
That's ghetto.
Who does that?
What, sorry, what was that?
Shower cap under the baseball hat?
Wow.
Who does that?
A
You mean
Nelly?
Like, oh, you
Nelly?
mean like the bald cap, like the shower cap, the plastic type ones, right?
Oh,
Not
the
the fluffy
2000s.
ones.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's the yeah, I remember
That's
that.
real style.
Oh, no.
Tristan used to do that.
that
The
was real
panty.
style.
Yeah.
The FUBU, the FUBU.
Tristan would wear the panty on his head
Yeah.
and then put a freaking thing on his head.
Yeah.
No,
The clear shower
I
cap.
actually don't know that one. That must be a
Where?
Canadian thing.
Where were
No, that
you
must be a
living
Jamaican
in the
thing. She's
2000s?
Jamaican.
Jamaican?
No.
Jamaican thing?
He's not Jamaican.
Yeah.
Shower cap?
He's like, I don't know that.
No, I know he's not Jamaican, but I know you said something about there's some Jamaican.
He's not
I
African.
I know.
Oh, it's in the
All
US.
the Jamaican guys, they have these little, I don't know,
Like, what are you
they look
talking
like
about?
a condom on their head. And
That's what he wore, the condom on his head.
It's a skull cap.
Oh, the skull cap. Okay.
Yeah, like the
yeah.
FUBU brand
Yeah,
one.
the skull cap. It
Everyone
was
was
like
wearing,
another version of our do-rag.
everyone was
Yeah.
wearing
That's
one.
another version. It looked like a
no,
panty.
2000,
There's no legs to it.
Yeah,
no
that's
pants.
2000, yeah.
You know what?
There's no
I know
legs.
people that would just put panty under their head too. But the point is,
Who would put panty on that?
we're not gonna get
You
into
liar.
that. I swear to you, I know a few people that wear panty.
Well, then, I mean, because he wanted to smell it.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
The point is,
The point is,
we're not going
I
back.
wasn't into the panty thing. The thing that Tristan put on his head, it was not.
I think now because if I'm to wear a skull cap or a wave cap now, especially having a beard
Right.
and my hair's cut, I look like somebody that is like Muslim, 100%. So maybe that's
Yeah.
what you think is off-putting. Just like-
No, you know what? I understand the attire of, I don't know what it's called. What is it called? The attire the males wear.
Clothes.
No, what it was. I'm sorry. There's like
The gown.
thing, the
The
gown
gown.
that they're wearing. Wait, it comes with the hat as well.
Yeah, it could. Anyway.
We're not
A
Muslim.
Fubu outfit?
Not the
Or are we
full.
still talking about Muslim people?
You were talking about Muslim, but I was like, I'm not associating this thing. I think it just looks weird to have a thing stuck on your head like this. It's tight and it does fly. I didn't think it was appealing.
Fair.
But that's
She
just my
likes
perspective.
baggy gangsters
Yeah.
that didn't talk English. Yeah, I mean,
Right.
Fair enough.
yo, doggy.
West Side or what
Mhm.
is this?
With a
That's
list
Atlanta.
too?
Yeah, some of them
people
did.
have a list.
Yeah, a few.
See, I told you I love people for who they are.
Yikes.
Not the yikes. What's wrong with the list?
As they're saying, West Side.
I was
Push
just-
one for Rent a Gangster.
Yeah, it's kind of recommended.
No.
I'm just joking.
Mhm.
But
That's life.
yeah, teach his own. Some people like them tall, some people like them short.
Mhm. Well,
Tris, back. Not her biggest, but you're not gonna lie. Anyway.
Mm-mm.
So just back to you wanted to side note. Yeah, sorry. This is one of the topics that we checked out. So I will keep going off topic. Okay.
I don't mind that.
So they will go off topic?
Absolutely.
Goodness. Oh yes, we're gonna talk about
I think the bottom. Not of this one, but the bottom.
Oh, bring it
The virtues.
Okay, you bring it up.
Yeah, bring it.
Okay, so over the course of the weekend, as we have said earlier, we went to High Park and we had a great time, but we decided to bring packed lunches instead of going out before or after to buy food. And we surprisingly had like a pretty nice feast of different things. So I was wondering, do people prefer buying lunches when they go out, or do they prefer having a packed lunch in which they can make sure they have what they need? Because I prefer packed lunches everywhere I go. I pack my lunch, I cook a lot, and I do eat out, but I would prefer to cook.
I would prefer Tristan cooks too.
Not much too.
Yeah.
I kind of like the idea when.
Hmm.
I kind of like the idea if you're going out. I think, especially if you go out with family, you don't see pretty often.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's gathering and getting something to eat while you're out.
Mm.
I think I enjoy that. I think I enjoy that more. And it's just free up. You know what I mean? Like, let's not worry about the hustle and the bustle and the cooking and the preparation and the wondering if this one is gonna like it or this one is not gonna like it.
Right.
So I think if we go somewhere where there's food, then we can all choose what we like, what we want from that menu, and just go ahead, opposed to trying to appease to everybody before you leave.
Right.
My take on that.
Yeah, I think so. When it's like a dinner or just solely like an outing that's catered around food, I'm more with like buying. But only I think because we were at the park, we had the kids there,
Well, yeah,
and like stopping and going was like probably gonna happen more than not, right?
I mean, if you again, if it's something that's planned, maybe you could plan something that you correspond with the participants and be like, okay, what would you like? Or you're gonna do like a potluck stuff, or you're gonna carry some of your special dishes, you're gonna carry some other special dishes and then combine it. Then that's different. But if we're gonna go out, like,
Yeah, not having to worry anyone having to cook. Yeah, I like that.
yeah.
And it seems like everyone in the chat is like buy.
Really.
I like both. I love just buying food that I'm just craving for the day and just be able to have it. But then again, if I am in a rush and I know that it's going to be a busy morning or a busy afternoon or a busy day, I would like to pack the night before, knowing that I'll have this item or this stuff, knowing that I'll be able to grab something as I'm going throughout my day, because it's going to be a busy day. So I like both. I like the convenience of buying when I'm in a munching, craving vibe, but I can pack a lunch the night before and know what I'm going to eat for the next day. So I love both. So I can't pick and choose which one's better, because I like both, or prefer. But usually I would.
Everyone's buy. I think everyone's buy. In this context, I think everyone's buy.
Right.
Yeah. I think, honestly, I love packed lunch, and I feel like I usually try and pack my lunch. As of lately, I've been lazy and I've been buying a lot more. But I do prefer pack, because then I know what I'm getting. I know what I can expect and I know what's there. But
And you sometimes have like the office outings with like lunch and stuff too, right? So you get the variety there.
yeah, so I think I've been more to the variety of buying and packing, because I always like to have my breakfast and stuff like that, but I've recently been buying coffee or whatever, going out to lunch and stuff, so I do enjoy a packed lunch, but
Nice to treat yourself.
yeah, the accessibility is, why not?
I personally like to cook at home.
You like to
So
cook?
I like to cook at home.
Okay.
But what I find is, well, again, if you're doing a family event, or you're doing with friends or whatever, then I'll go the options that I did before, that I said before. I buy. But if I'm coming to work, and I'm breaking it down to work, home, back. If I'm coming to work, I tend not to bring food. Because then I'm going to bring something that I cooked, that I know I'll enjoy.
Itis comes
And then
in.
before I get here, if my lunch is at 12, I got here at 8, 9 o'clock I'm done with it.
Right.
I'm eating it. Done.
Good.
So I tried that shit last week. I brought I jerked some salmon and had some green bananas and sweet potatoes. And then I came here. Within 15 minutes, I'm down in it. Like,
The
I'm eating
salmon.
That means you didn't have breakfast, but.
No, but I don't have breakfast.
So then that's it.
Well,
No,
why
but
do you
I
have
usually
breakfast
don't
that
have
day?
breakfast.
But
I don't have
you need to have
But-
breakfast and some snacks. Add into your lunch.
No, but
Do you like nuts?
It doesn't matter.
You like nuts?
Yeah.
You
It
love a
doesn't,
nut?
it doesn't matter if I have breakfast or not. Like, I just know that the
It's
salmon,
there.
I know it's there. That's what I'm going at.
Right.
Yeah, that makes sense. I get it.
Yeah, no, it doesn't.
It's the willpower. I get it. I get it. I'm like that.
Yeah, there's no breakfast. I don't eat breakfast anyhow, and then I'm fine. Right. But if I know I have this food, I cook this, and I know my salmon's being seasoned or marinating, as you guys will put it, for the last 12 hours or 16 hours, 18 hours.
Right.
I'm down in that belly like nothing.
Right.
Are you drinking water throughout the day too,
Yeah,
Cliff?
I do
Okay,
that.
okay.
That's really good.
Now, how'd you cook the salmon?
You
I
jerk
bake
it.
it.
Oh, okay.
Put in the oven. Put it on
Jerk
some low water. Jerk it. You put a little jerk seasoning and you put a little tip of water to keep the moist in.
Steam.
Steam it, yeah. Put foil paper on top of it and you just, and maybe 15 minutes before it's done, you take the foil paper so it gets a little, right? Yeah, you know the thing.
Okay.
We just got a grill, so we have to try some more grilled things. And we did some tilapia and a side of salmon, but we didn't jerk a salmon, so might have to try that.
Yeah, jerk salmon and sickness, bro. When you put it in the oven, then
Well, speaking of food, my brother used to eat pork, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if you still eat it. We were watching King of Kings, and we stopped because Jesus put the demons into the swine. So I just wanted to clarify, because you brought a pepperoni pizza on the weekend. I wanted to know if you still eat the pepperoni pizza,
New York pepperoni.
but that's pork.
beef.
Beef.
It is? It is?
Pepperoni and New York pepperoni.
Oh,
Kosher.
so the whole time I was eating beef. Okay. Well, the point is, I thought it was pork.
Listen,
And-
I've had
Right,
to
so
stop
you told me
myself
that-
a few times
Right.
because there's been a few instances where I've been grocery shopping and
And then you pick up certain things.
that without thinking, because it's like a quick meal to me, not something like raw
Like-
pork.
Right.
I've had to put it back.
Your mic.
Oh,
Push it.
sorry.
Push
It's all good?
it. Hold the mic down. Push it down.
Oh.
Push it.
Oh.
Hey.
Sorry. So no, yeah, I've only had to put back some pork-related items when I'm at the grocery store. I haven't. It's been like since April that we went to the movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, there was a scene in the animated movie called King of Kings in which a person was cast out with legions, and they went to Jesus to ask him to save them, and Jesus cast the
Don't start.
legions out. And out of all the things that Jesus could cast his legions into, he cast it into 9 pigs. And these swine ran off the cliff because they were driven mad.
Right.
And I just thought it was the most hilarious scene I'd ever seen in an animated movie in my life. Because I'm with my partner who is, Judeo-Christian. She doesn't eat pork. But I've ate it religiously. It's one of the sweetest meats, I always say. But after seeing that, I just said, I don't need no legions. I'm good. And,
Right. You've
yeah,
been
not had to have a trigger outside of grocery store.
high five.
Yeah, that's great. High five
Real,
for
real
that.
easy.
Yeah.
No, honestly, his whole life he's just been
Loving
eating
the
it.
pork.
Yeah.
I have a pork thing. Actually, I could give it to Base. I have a ham and a.
What she gave me for my birthday last, she gave me turkey, gave me a ham. I ate that probably within the same
I
day.
remember it was ribs or if it was
The
pork
ribs
ribs.
too.
Were
they
pork
gave
ribs?
me- Yep.
Okay,
It's really hard to get beef ribs or
Yeah.
you don't pay for it, but yeah, no more pork. So that was that one.
So I have a ham
Okay,
for you,
I just
Ace,
wanted
if you
to
want a
know.
ham.
And I always ordered New York style pepperoni, but never knew that it was actually beef. And I thought it was pork the whole entire
So
time.
regular pepperoni.
Oh, okay. I always ordered New York. I didn't even know. So thank you for letting me know, because
There you go.
now I know it's
There
Only
you go.
beef.
How it's made. Check it out.
There you go.
that's
So
awesome.
basically, loving the pork?
I love pork.
He's like, I don't care.
I don't care. I love pork. I love gelatin. I eat gummy bears all the time.
Right.
Oh, that's another
See,
thing.
I didn't know if you ate pork. What you
I don't eat beef.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I don't eat beef. I don't problem with pork.
And
I love chicken.
you were eating pork from since Trinidad time too?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Till the day he dies, he's gonna eat pork.
So you also agree that it is the sweetest meat in the
Oh,
all
yeah,
of the
yeah,
land.
Damn right, bacon is amazing.
Right?
I
It
agree.
smells good.
Is it
You
that
smell it
good?
everywhere.
The smell is really good.
It is.
Like,
It really,
it's
really
just, and
smells.
again, what you feel and like from pork as bacon is all of the things that you can do in other ways. It's the smokiness, it's the saltiness, it's the fattiness. You can get that in different capacities
I don't.
in other things. Right?
It's not the same.
I've done the
Bacon?
turkey one. It's not
No,
the
if
same
you
one.
want-
not the same.
No.
The turkey is not, it's chicken.
Chicken is not.
No, the closest thing is beef
The beef
brisket,
maybe.
bacon.
Oh, she said try
Yeah, I don't
beef
eat-
bacon. I've never tried that before.
Yeah.
I never tried the
But
beef.
beef
But I don't
bacon
eat
and
beef,
beef
so I can't do
brisket.
that one.
But if you want that level of smokiness and texture, like
Yeah,
that
but I-
mouthfeel,
exactly.
that's the closest thing to it.
I have bacon.
Right. Yeah.
And then, yeah, just give me bacon, man. Like,
And again, it's,
I go to
it's
people and they're like, I don't eat bacon, but I want some turkey bacon. No, it's not turkey bacon.
see, and
Yeah,
obviously,
that's what
I'm
I eat, chicken
saying this
bacon.
as
Yeah,
like
chicken
someone
bacon
who's 6'3" and 155 pounds soaking wet.
Damn.
So, like, as much as I can eat bacon galore, I still know that growing older, I need to like watch what I consume. So
Yeah.
one of the things.
I'm not gonna eat it every day on a regular.
Yeah,
Like it's
yeah.
only a one-off.
Yeah.
Like legit bacon. I eat that maybe once a month. Like
Wow.
yeah.
Treat yourself, base.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're the prize, base. You can have bacon 1, 2, 3 times.
Look
a
at Cliff's
month.
face. No, he ain't.
like,
I
legit,
am.
because I have it there.
Like,
I have the
season
actual
bacon,
bacon
season
bacon there. I had it literally last
He's like, "Okay,
week,
take
and I'm not
that."
gonna touch it again for a minute.
Wow.
No, real talk. I guess maybe. Well, not doing good either. No.
You're the prize.
What was the price of do that?
He's like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, don't tell me
This
the price
is not
do
his
that.
language.
But
Cliff, you're the
bring you-
prize.
I did bring you guys.
See?
The-
That's the answer.
I
Sorry?
did bring you guys on the side there.
Yeah, I brought it out. I was gonna. Sorry,
Yeah.
side note.
I just don't know if it's thawed, but it is for you guys.
What is it?
Here, explain
So-
to the people.
I have been recently just having a crazy sugar addiction with many different things, so I have been trying to master cheesecakes. It started with just original New York vanilla cheesecake, but I pretty much mastered that. And now these are like stuffed cheesecakes, so there's one that has Kit Kat in it, and one that has Coffee Crisp in it,
Kit Kat.
like the chocolate bars.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Thank
so
you.
there's 2 portions each, so you guys can kind of split it because it is very thick, as you guys can see. And I wrapped them up, but yeah, for you guys.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a Kit Kat. That's awesome. Thank you.
I was doing good with fasting for a couple of months.
Oh,
And then
nice.
for some reason, I don't know, I fell off the wagon and I just back into eating all that crazy shit for the last 2 weeks.
So you said before, there's an emotional process that happens when you eat food. You might not have realized it, but when you're talking about the salmon, you're like,
Right.
it could be anything else there, but the emotional process of like eating something that you seasoned and you cooked and you prepared, that probably goes back as far as how you've been raised with, right?
Right.
And it's hard to like get out of that. But that's what takes away the restraint factor behind limiting yourself behind things. If you want to be critical about it.
If not, then.
He said, what did you say?
No.
In one ear, out the other.
Like, because here's my thing too. Like, again, I eat a lot of sweets,
Right.
and it can be sometimes bad to a degree. So I limit myself, realizing it's an emotional thing that I'm trying to fulfill. Right. A lot of the candy that I eat, I like gummy candy and sour gummy candy. That was one of the first candies that my siblings and I used to like get. I don't know, like maybe $1 or 50 cents, and we'd like all walk.
No, it's a 5-cent candy.
But like we'd get like 50 cents and we'd spend the equivalence of 50 cents for like a bag of candy. That still, the dopamine effect when I'm eating candy as a grown adult, that still takes place. But I have to limit myself sometimes because I realize I could sit for 2 hours just eating candy. It can be kind of crazy.
Yeah,
No,
I
eat cheesecake, I eat cakes, I make this now. That's why I have to give it to you guys because I make too much of it.
You know, I could buy a chocolate a day and eat those, but it has to be the Cadbury chocolate. I don't know why, but then I thought about it. I did take my sister's chocolate from school, all those almond chocolate almonds.
Shout out to Nisha.
Yeah, I sat in the closet and ate all her chocolate, and then allowed my siblings to be
Blame punch buggies.
Well, we all were. I just didn't take responsibility until later on in my years. But I see the connection.
Do you still like chocolate almonds?
I don't eat them, but I wouldn't go out of my way to buy. But I will have to.
You wouldn't go to your way to steal them.
Well, I didn't go out of my way to steal them. It just happened to be there and I ate them. So I didn't go out of my way.
Technically, you were stealing them.
I did steal, and that's why I apologized for it many years ago, and I can admit it to this day.
And Kitten Jelly says the Zero app for fasting really good for tracking your fast and intermittent fasting.
I should do that.
I do really intermittent fasting, and then I went to full fast.
Nice.
I'm gonna have to get back on it maybe sometime this week, I swear.
That's really good. I need to get into fasting because I did it that time with Tiva. That was the first 2 days was rough. Without coffee, Lord God, this is probably the base headache.
Possible?
No, I did it.
You are a crazy, well, I don't want to say crazy coffee drinker, but you're a coffee.
I drink coffee every single day, and I usually have at least 2. And for that week, which I'm very grateful for Sabbath for saying that to people say, for asking me to be a part of it, because no alcohol, no coffee, just water. I had water and I had tea. So yeah, it was good.
I feel like I don't quote unquote fast, but there's just a lot of times in which, due to me consuming the reefer and just feeling like I have smoke in my stomach or whatever, I think that's how Mom used to say it back in the day. But I could go like a lot of hours not eating. But I know I need to have that meal that like Frontlines is describing. Like I make my food, I have my lunch. If it's not with me, it'll be a problem. You will visually see on my face I look like the world is about to end. Because like food and like hunger is on my mind.
Different big shit over here.
Yeah. Like I feel like, and I look like I haven't eaten. But yeah, there's a lot of times where I just don't eat for probably more than, I don't know, like if you go to sleep at like 10 o'clock until I wake up and go to work at like 3, all of that time until.
Yeah, I guess we do the
walk
same
too
thing.
much. I walk too much and I drink a lot of water.
So I need to start walking again. I feel like I've put on some weight since I started my new job because I sit. So now I'm not walking as much. I'm like, oh my goodness, I can see my little roll coming back.
Well, yeah, because the position before it was not just a desk job, but like having to interchange between people's desks to go and give them information.
No, I'd have to go do inspections of people's homes, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and that too, and then but I need to get back on that. So I'm gonna thanks Cliff for the fasting. Tris, you gotta
thank you, Kitten Jelly, for the app. She's gonna get the app too. Zero app. Zero is the name of the app for the fasting. I used to fast just for I guess spiritual enlightenment. That was my first time fasting, and it was for 3 days, and I wanted to continue it, but without any food, no water, no nothing.
Wait, okay, never mind. That's not. When I'm thinking that these fasts are like without food, it's still like water in some capacity.
No, there was nothing. I tried just doing it without anything, and you know how I was very petite back then, so it was kind of like lethal. Yeah, very lethal to actually do. So I couldn't go beyond the 3 days.
It was probably almost like you were on a spirit quest almost at that
Yeah,
point.
it was.
You were like seeing visions of the future. Yeah. That's crazy.
I know it was around the time also when this guy's father was about to pass. So it was more or less like a lot going on and things of that nature. I just wanted to cleanse and get rid of certain things, you know. But yeah, it definitely brought me closer to God, and I prayed more. I was reading my Bible and things like that. But yeah, the recent fasting, we did just fast from certain things like substances, and then have just water as the base of our drink. And I felt really good. I got a lot of energy and things like that. I think I should go on a tip with Marie too when she's going on her fasting. We should probably all do it together.
Yeah. Kitten Jelly's at 5.5 days water fast, and she's done it before. And I
5.5 liters of water, right?
Oh, I thought she meant
No,
5.5 days.
Oh,
I thought she meant
I've done a
5.5. Sorry, I should have
5.5.
said half. Sorry, I apologize. 5.5 days. I think that's remarkable. I think that's really, really good.
Yeah, that's nice.
I would start with probably the 2 days, Saturday, Sunday, and then see if you could drag it on, but like not drag it.
But
But
I think after you do 3 days, you don't really feel anything, right?
right, the 3 days,
It's
3
like-
days.
Yeah, you could just go straight after that. Like you feel like you're invincible at this time, you know?
But that's exactly what they say after you go to the gym for a couple days, right? After you go for a couple of days,
Perspective changing.
right? It's changing, right? Habit is formed after 21 days, right?
Yeah.
Or 23 days.
21 days.
21 days. My apologies. So, you know, just really forming that habit.
I'm at day 244, almost.
Right.
245, so
We're gonna
it's
congratulate
become
Chris.
a habit.
Tristan's habit is new habit is he's if you wanna share it with the people or
No, absolutely. You can share it. I'll speak on it after.
yeah, we're super duper proud of Tristan here, unadulterated. He has been sober for 240
Like 44 or
45 or 46 days.
Yeah.
We're almost to a full year. That's freaking phenomenal.
It
That's
is
8
well
months.
into 8 months,
Yeah.
so
Right.
it is 4 away from a full year, and it is one of the single best decisions that I've made in my adult life. Elective decisions that I've made. It was a long time coming, but I'm very thankful, and I also think that is what has caused like a revigored level of like want to go and like get physical activity. I think alcohol drains a good amount of it, or at least for me, when I consume it. So very, very thankful, very, very blessed, and thankful to all the people that have helped me along the way.
Or been with you throughout that journey too.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Really, really good.
Congratulations. Yeah, it's beautiful.
I love that.
Yeah.
Block it.
Yes, Kalate girl. Yes. Congratulations. Beautiful.
I've definitely done a fast on alcohol for half my life, so I'm just being
And
an
for
ass.
longer periods. No, and for longer periods of time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not me.
I'm so grateful
No, yeah.
for you being in that process
You
too.
have.
Pregnancy?
Outside of that, you have.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He's right.
Yeah.
You have. I
13
there was
and
one
under.
where you were actually like, I think it was on 32 days, and you were talking about it on a podcast,
Oh,
and subsequently
perfect.
someone was trying to convince you to have a drink, but I was
Oh,
proud that
yes.
you stuck through with that.
Oh, I
Because I was
remember.
saying, like, that takes,
I
like,
remember
to
that
make
conversation.
elective decision to do it instead of
Mhm.
it because the doctor's telling you,
Mhm.
that's,
Another push.
we gotta appreciate that as young black people, because
I
there's a
forgot
lot of
about that.
degenerate
That's
behavior
actually
that
so
just is like normalized. So,
Mhm.
you not drinking for a month, man, yeah, kudos.
Right.
I forgot. Thanks, Tris.
Absolutely.
Brought me back.
Look at that one.
He's like, I've never done it before.
Yeah,
I
like,
drink
you-
all the
You know,
time.
like, you're used to like underselling your own acumen, so
Yeah, it's true.
I remind you.
I know my worth. Just like I am the
There you
prize.
go.
Right?
There you go.
Frontline?
Right?
Right. Let's say it together. We're all gonna say it together. Right? On the count of 3, like on 3, we'll say I am the prize.
I am the
I'm
prize.
the prize.
Ready? See? On 3. 1, 2, 3. I am the prize.
Base, you're not even paying attention.
Right. Base is like, what are you talking about?
Get your head out the clouds.
Right.
Don't piss me off.
Don't piss
my
me off. Okay, right.
He said, did you read my shirt?
First of all, second of all, I am putting together, making sure this works. So yeah.
Once you press on,
Let me find out he was just on his phone 2 seconds
Right.
ago.
This phone is really good. What kind of scrolling you have on there? Which page are you following?
Cussing off the girl that's on the cruise. That was with Tom, Dick, and Harry.
Right.
Still not over it.
Is it that interesting? Look, it's bread on your screen.
Yeah, the shirt.
Even worse.
What is that, Zara Woman?
Trying to buy clothes.
You're
Yeah.
not buying clothes.
I was trying to.
No, you weren't.
This guy's on a podcast and-
GPT to do it for you.
You know what?
I
tried,
am the
didn't
prize. Exactly.
I knew you would have tried.
Let's say it together like we have.
Any prize?
Say it like your front lines, because you're pissing me off. Ready? 1, 2, 3. I am the prize. That's really...
If we're saying it. Like.
What that mouth do? You
I
ready?
am the
That's it.
person.
I am the prize. They say it now.
It's good.
I
What
didn't
you
hear
guys?
it. Say it.
Uh-oh.
Apparently it's uh-oh. We're gonna have to call uh-oh in a minute.
Oh, man.
I didn't even get to tell you guys that story. You know somebody was bleeding outside my house with a whole heap of blood outside my house?
What?
Yikes.
Somebody's period?
Oh my
It
goodness.
wasn't even period. That's what I was like, oh. Yeah.
A whole bit of blood and thing. And
Yeah, there's like a trail.
what? What happened?
Someone cut themselves and they decided to come up to me and say, I need help.
Oh,
Is it your neighbor?
No, it wasn't my neighbor.
Okay, good.
But yeah, and it was like she was just dripping in blood.
a she?
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
yeah. So
She got stabbed?
She stabbed herself.
Wow.
Yeah.
Self-inflicted?
And then she said, can you call the police? I need the police. But she was on the phone with the police, already talking to them.
Nope.
And then she
Don't
just
get involved with
proceeded to give them my address like me and her were virgins. Like, I'm at blah, 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 blah. And I'm like,
Now you stopped and talked?
Because I was outside, I was
domestic
outside
violence
for a
case right
minute.
there.
And then she's like, I need help. I said, are you okay? And I was looking at her, and then she's like, no, I cut myself, and she had a big butcher knife.
Mm-mm.
And I was like,
Not you not going back inside. Okay, have a nice day.
And you go inside.
Oh.
But she was dripping everywhere, and then I was like, I have to come outside, try to clear the water. But blood stains quickly here.
So it was like by accident she did it, or it would look like she was?
It sounds like there was some level of intent.
Yeah.
Yeah, she sounded a little,
Oh.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she walked around with this Chucky's bride, you know that knife that is a long one?
Yeah.
Wow, that probably was
8 or
Frontline's
10
friend.
Kitchen knife.
Is your friend?
Frontline, your friend.
You pissed her
How's
off that
that?
much, reach all the way over here.
No, my people are sick. My people are level-headed.
Okay.
He abandoned me at
How
the kids
would you
at the
know?
bar. You know him, don't you? That would be crazy.
Right, you're gonna see him today, let him know. Wow,
This
he's
is
young.
love.
He's like, this is not my
Running
problem.
through my veins.
I am the prize.
Something that came to mind as you mentioned that, right?
Our next girl?
No.
Oh.
The next boy.
How, do you like, would you
Yo! Alright, continue.
someone's in problem. Like, for example, I'm going to use a simple term. You're driving and you see someone in an accident. A drunken driver ran off the road or something. Are you calling the police?
How do you know that they're drunk as you're driving by?
No, you don't know
That's
they're
a great
drunk. Well, you can see them swerving the road. On their,
Okay.
yeah, you see them. You know,
Assuming that this is a drunk driver.
right. Okay. Yeah.
Or
Okay.
maybe he's having a seizure.
Alright, do you report the person? Do you go to the police station or call 911 and say, hey,
You're supposed to, legally.
they're supposed to, but would you?
Have I?
Yeah.
If I was driving my school bus, no, I can't do that. You can't be
Safety
using your
They'd
cell
catch
phone.
you and turn it around, right?
Yeah, they'll terminate
I can see
me.
that. I can see that.
If in my personal car for sure, I'd probably be the first one on the scene trying to
Probably pulling
help
up
them.
the ambulance. Come in my
I
car.
have my first aid kit and all that stuff. I'll help
Now,
you.
that had happened to me many years ago. I was
Right.
driving down the island road. I seen a drunken driver
Mm.
came on the island,
Mm-hmm.
swerving, and ran straight across an island in Eglinton.
Right.
So it ran straight into the police station, knocked on the
Barricade.
barricade, the ticket fence that was there.
Damn. Well, I wouldn't call it.
And I went in, I was like, yo,
You didn't
I
think
saw
they
what
were-
happened, right? Yeah. And the reason why I'm asking that, because the police dealt with me like I was the criminal.
Yeah,
Mm.
because they knew that the guy ran into the police station.
They knew
already.
he
It
ran
was
into the
station.
criminal, they knew he ran into the station.
Probably a cop.
But
Maybe.
they dealt with me like I'm the criminal. And ever since, I said, never ever again. But just keep in mind as you guys were talking about.
Well, call 222 tips. They're a little bit nicer.
Yeah.
Well, I won't.
And you might get a prize. I.
No, put
Sorry,
your
what?
face on the back of a milk carton. Oh my goodness.
No, I've only done it once in terms of calling them. It was for. It wasn't a drunk driver. The car was on fire. It was on the highway. The car was on fire.
You been on Firebase?
No. I was
Oh.
driving by. I saw the car in the blaze, so I just called the police right there. I was like, yo, car on the 401 on fire. And then they hung up.
Did you say the nearest exit, or you just said 401?
401 car on fire. You'll figure it
Yeah,
out.
they have so many cameras
Yeah,
on there.
we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this white lady came up to me too and said that there's too many motorcycles in our area. So am I supposed to start a petition?
That was
Well,
the
you
real
need
question?
25 people to sign the petition in order for it to be eliminated, or have a complaint, or cruisers to come by daily.
No, we
Around
already
here.
have cruisers daily. How many more cruisers do we need?
What was it?
No,
That girl's
actually-
walking around stabbing herself.
Actually, you know what? I do have a question about that area though. Like, I'm not gonna say the area, I'm not gonna call it out, but like,
Right.
it's so weird that your area, like, you go straight down the road and it's like, this is neighborhood, normal
Right.
neighborhood. You
Yeah.
make one left turn and it is hood.
Yeah.
Like,
Wrong turn.
Around here too?
jeez, but no, like, it's weirder on that one because
Yeah.
it's literally a roundabout. It's like, it's
Yeah.
not even like far off.
Yeah.
It's like you make a right turn, and as soon as you make that right turn, it's like, you're in the hood.
But,
Yeah.
You can't be going in here. Like, you go over there.
But that, I mean, that's like distance. Think of it this way. Think of it this street, and then you just make, not, I mean, when I
Like
say
on
make
the,
a
on
circle,
the
I
opposite
mean you
side of a
literally
cul-de-sac.
walk 5 streets in, not 5 streets, 5 steps, and you're in the hood.
Mhm.
It's like, that's how it just changes. It's weird.
It
Yeah.
is.
But,
It's, you know, I think they're trying to diversitize the community,
yeah.
and I think
They did a wrong turn from that one.
Yeah, how to get
Especially-
all of them in that same, like,
Yeah.
little pocket is weird.
Yeah.
So my thing is that they are trying to diversify it, but they're not really putting a lot of effort into it because it doesn't even make sense. And
Mhm.
but at the end of the day, I understand for their community or whatever. I think it makes sense for them. You know what I mean? So they're smart. They're finding a way to work the system. But at the end of the day, the system is clearly broken in some capacity, right?
Is it like the same squad that was in one spot that ended up all moving together in that same spot? That's kind of what happened?
Kind of, sort of.
Yeah. Oh, good.
Well, they all chose that same area because they must have.
It was their original area,
Mm.
and then they moved, and then they moved back
Oh, they moved back. Oh, okay. Alright.
and took it over.
Damn.
Real,
Yeah, that
real
whole-
coonery.
Right.
Mhm.
Especially at Friday. You're trying to get out Friday at least 8, 9, 10 o'clock. You'll definitely hear shots of whatever.
What shots? Fireworks.
Like fireworks, yeah.
There's
And
no
busting
shots.
it at you. I'm like,
The
what?
at you?
No, they never shot nothing at Tifa ever in her life.
What's this?
If anything, it would have been a try to give her a
Sativa
shot.
Reyes right there.
Right. They were in it. They're not that crazy, but they do it to their people,
Yeah.
which is weird.
Oh, so
Their
like
own
Another thing.
people.
Oh, this is when they shoot the fireworks at each other, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, that shit was fun,
Oh,
guys.
Bree had called that something that
Roman candles.
So that's what we used to call it, like
Yeah,
shooting
yeah.
a Roman candle at somebody. But there's a term that the kids nowadays call it.
But that was fun, man.
It's called. I don't know.
Don't tell me you guys ever did that.
I never did
I
that.
was
Never
growing
did
up
it.
in a time in which people that I knew did it, but did
Yeah,
I
we-
waste money to shoot a firework at someone? No.
And I was around people that did, like my kids' fathers did it definitely. Did it. Their family did it, whatever.
Yeah,
I was
we
not
have
into that
cousins
because
that've done it, like everyone.
who want, like me
Who wants to
personally,
get hurt?
I'm not trying to be one of.
But it doesn't bond. It's like it hits and it.
But
and it
why
goes out.
is that fun? Like, for
Because it's like you have a gun, like when you were a kid.
but why
like,
do you want a
to
gun?
shoot.
Me, I never wanted a gun.
When I was a
Me,
kid,
that's
when we were kids, we wanted to shoot. We were brought up on G.I.
You,
Joe and
you
things,
wanted,
right?
you wanted a dolly, no?
No. Maybe I guess because I'm a baby, but
Yeah,
I
you're
guess.
good. It comes with a mother.
Yeah, that's
Boys,
boys, we were
you
guns, man.
you guns.
Cops and robbers.
we're knives, right?
The police and thieves.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
Police and- yeah.
And I would say,
Cowboys and Indians.
I-
True.
as much as you say it would burn off, like by the time high school came around, like the worst thing for me or in fear for me was having one of those catch you and it stays with you and it ignites your shirt or whatever piece of clothes.
Yeah.
So I always stayed
Happened
away
all the
from it.
time.
Always.
Mm,
Happened already, it's gone.
no, my skin well too much. No.
Yeah, I'm way too scared for that.
Never
No,
paintball
thank
then.
you.
Never
So,
played-
like-
never
I
did
wanted
paintball
to
'cause
do
it
paintball
was-
though, but I feel like that one hurts too. They said
It
it,
does.
it hurts worse than the fireworks. They said.
Yeah.
If I do it, then I'm okay. Why want to shoot? You like
Paintball's
paintboy? Paintboy.
That
Paintball?
was also true
Paintball
on
was
the first
good.
day.
Cause it like it really gives you that, it really gives you that
No.
Call of Duty vibe.
So you guys like paintball? You gonna take your girls to paintball?
I,
She
in
enjoyed
the
it.
past I did.
Yeah. She enjoys it.
That would be fun.
It actually was her idea.
We'll do that.
No way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You come over bruises. But I mean.
At my age now, I don't know if I'm gonna do that. Like, I won't
Yeah,
want to-
So you need the body armor and all that stuff. Like, if you have the proper protection, it's alright.
Yeah. The main thing is just block, just cover your eyes. That's the
Mhm.
main thing. Cover your eyes, cover your ears.
No,
Alright.
face. Your face.
Yeah.
Your entire face.
He's
The
like,
more protection
nah.
the better. The better.
As long
Don't
as
No,
make
the
it
more,
worse.
the more better, yes. The more better,
Yeah.
yes. But you cover your whole face, but you cover your ears, man, because that thing, I got shot already in the ear.
Oh my
Mm.
god.
Yeah,
You got cauliflower ear?
No, it's just like you felt it paint like inside. I was like, oh, yeah.
Like no, no.
It's scary.
Just even hearing it, I got EBGBs. I don't like it. No, no. No,
Yeah,
thank
shot in
you.
the ear.
No.
But yeah, I shot it.
Well, thank you guys for tuning in. I know it's coming to that time where we gotta say bye, and we never want to do that.
Okay,
But
let it out.
we love you, love you, love you.
The show rolls.
And thank you so much for tuning in. The girl Sativa. The girl's name is Sativa over here that's talking. The name is Sativa.
Right.
Right here. Clearly she's tired,
Oh
guys.
my god.
And to my left,
This is Tristan Kennedy. This is Underadulterated. You can find me on Instagram, YouTube, and on their Twitch.
Right. And it's your girl, Chocolate Coco. Thank you so very much for tuning in. Honestly, I appreciate you. You're beautiful, you're important, you're special, and always remember you're number one. And kindness is the easiest thing, so just be kind. That was for Frontline. Look.
And the base, I'm here. Fridays, there.
Right.
Follow, check. All right, cool.
I gotta sign out too?
front lines open 24/7. Boom, 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 boom.
10 to 8. Don't piss him off.
Frontline Barbers located 3113 Dufferin Street,
Right.
10 to 8, daily, Sundays, 11 to 5. Right? You can check me out, frontlines with a Z.ca. No worries. Appreciate you. Thank
Beautiful.
you.
Nice.
Deuces, I'm out.
No sorries from him.
I'm sorry. I apologize for that.
Yeah, you got someone saying they're coming at 4 a.m. for a cut. Perfect.
Sorry. Oh, mics are off now.
Yay!
Thank you. That was fun.
Yeah, great job, guys.
Yeah.
That was very fun.
Did you have fun?
Absolutely. A little bit nervous, but
Nervous?
just to see how it's going to go. Yeah, awesome. Let me show you so I can help you. And that is it. That is all, my friends. 2 hours floats by so quickly. Hope you guys check out. Remember, it's Online House Party on Twitch. Make sure to follow, subscribe, and tune in for all of these guys. They tune in every Tuesday at 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. and or late. So make sure, Twitch, Online House Party. Appreciate you guys. Thanks so much. Peace.